Hello,
Don't you
gamer.
ever say that again.
Holy
I'm
crap.
It's cool. Listen, I just needed to let you know now so you don't cross that line in the future, but that was fucked up.
Okay.
Dude, I came back to a K-drama moment, honestly. I sat back down and I was like, oh, jeez.
Listen, all I'm saying is that if you're not superstitious, you're not paying attention.
My point is that the dice are the same no matter if they're calculated from a noise cloud in deep space or, you know, the balance of stone. They're the same.
I don't want to hear it.
We got dice ritual deniers.
I got fingers on my ears, la 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 la.
But I'm not a dice ritual denier. I'm here believing in this group of fine adventurers. Welcome to another episode of Jump Point. Oh, last time. Nothing really major happened last time, right? Right. Thea went to meet with the juggler and asked for guidance on the new moon armored man. And after talk and, you know, returning back to the streets of Middle City, the party visited the third market, the underground black market of Brawl, and they went there to search for more info on the Scarlet Shroud and to look for leads on the Black Circle Man. They learned that Addis from the auction house had purchased the Scarlet Shroud, and while they were interrogating his two goons, Autumn met Fulgari, and made plans to meet with her at the Happy Beholder. During their talk, the party was called up to the main base camp to meet the leader of the market, who revealed herself to be an Illithid, saying she had answers to some of their problems. And that's where we are. As you all stand before a creature that, for some of you, is something that you've merely only read about. The Illithid stands maybe 5'11" and has this pink skin and beautiful green eyes. And you see her left kind of side, that long scar that goes all the way back from her top of her left eye all the way back down the side of her head. As she kind of puts her hands, kind of long fingers together, she stares at all of you. Like, I will say again, the answer to your problem could be the answer to my problem. If you're willing to cooperate.
Paint me a word picture. What's this tent like?
It's honestly, think of like an open, honestly like a 20 by, like a 30 by 30 tent.
Like a pavilion situation?
What's up? Yeah, yes, like a pavilion.
On top of like a wooden platform or
Yeah, there's
rock-
like,
rock
yeah, there's,
outcropping?
there's definitely like a makeshift floor that's been kind of put down here. You saw that as you went in, there was like other kind of structures around this tent. You have your mark on Sappy, correct?
No.
Oh, you don't anymore? Okay.
No, I moved it off of Sabe as we were about to head this direction.
Okay.
To the location more generally.
That's right.
I wanted to get exits and cover and traps and stuff like that.
There's just like there's this main tent here, and then there's like other kind of like things that are built into the rock, like most things in the market here, more kind of permanent things.
Does it look like there's more rooms to the, like we're in a tent, but does it look like there's more,
like something behind her and like to the side?
Like that?
Yeah,
like like a longhouse.
Yes, there is definitely something behind her, and to where the Githyanki man is standing. You see that there's probably there's another like part in the tent, like somewhere place you could go further back in.
He in the room.
He is right next to where she, like kind of that curtain where she just emerged from. He is like right there, standing there. He has not moved. Is there anything
else in the room, or is it just an empty 30 by 30 tent?
There is like other kind of items, tables and things. You see that the creature's perch is right, open like a open square flap in the tent. There's a bunch of like other items like cushions and things assorted throughout here. Honestly, give me an Arcana check.
Picturing like a rogue's den meets throne room.
Yes, and give me an Arcana check as you're like looking around here as she's talking to you. Anyone here, if you want to.
What is this regarding? If I can get...
The items among kind of in the actual main tent area.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will. It's not great. I got a 12.
12. On a 12, you do know that there are some like spell components and things within the room here, kind of on one of the tables. That's kind of all you can glean from here. As you guys look here, there's like other like places to sit down like before her, as she kind of like actually sits on one of the cushions that's like from beyond the veil that she was in, kind of sits down. You see her her nice kind of dark gown, kind of silver, almost form-fitting armor. But it's like, what troubles you all? I know I can help.
I'm just picking up different items on the tables, looking at them.
As you're doing that, the Githyanki man is eyeing you careful. He has not moved yet, but he's eyeing you careful. Carefully,
I've just been staring the whole time. And just, as far as my stuff, I really don't think there's much you can do for me.
Is that so?
Got as good a lead as any. You might be able to provide a shortcut, but a shortcut's not really worth a fill-in-the-blank favor, so...
Oh. And a blank leisure, you could say, is troubling. I understand your...
But?
Wariness.
Not everything's about me. I'm gonna point over to Thea and be like, if you have substantial information about this organization that is targeting my friend, we might be able to talk.
That's up to her.
That's not up to me, yeah.
Autumn,
Are
what
there
do you...
any like weapons or anything on any of these tables, or is it all
Nope.
knickknacks and trinkets?
Trinkets,
And
things, spell components. Like you see like jars that have things inside of them. You think some kind of aberrant nature. There are no weapons in here, and I think both you and Morn clocked that like Yankee had no weapons on him as well. And you see that she is open, just that kind of nice armor on, but is not making no weapons within her reach, I should say.
I'm not
Can I
even
insight
asked
check
about
her?
what I rolled.
Insight check her?
Yeah, I want to know about. I want a deeper read on the body language. If
I was
possible.
thinking about that, and I was wondering
Sure.
how well I'd be able to really read an illithid, but
It is very hard to. But
Oh.
yes, I will say a
Right, does she
DC.
seem like
I'll roll it for it as well.
guarded or
Oh my lord! I got a
super
nat 20.
confident?
Okay,
Okay.
Nat 20 is
That's
really
26.
We can just skip mine.
great. Well, I mean, you could roll something. You never know.
I mean, I rolled a 16. It's still fine, but like, we'll just go to the. What do I know? Sure.
Bless those metal die.
So true. Autumn, as you look at this illithid, you see that she is very in a relaxed state, non-threatening toward you. Genuinely eyeing each of you curiously in here. And you said, what else were you looking for? I'm sorry.
I was mostly looking for body language. Like, what's the?
Yes. Okay.
I guess I wouldn't really be looking to see if she's lying, but do I feel like favor is more of a debt?
Yeah.
That is...
I'll tell you yes.
Yes,
That
All right, fair
is a curious thing, isn't it?
but I do have more follow-up questions, but I'm more or less above table passing the torch over to you, Thea, since I am perfectly fine sorting my shit out through a different way. But this is the first lead we have for the Moon Boys, so
I've got
Yeah.
stuff I would like to know on a nat 20 insight, but I rolled an 8, and I'm
Yeah, it's
more
not gonna-
distracted trying to figure out what the most expensive thing on this table is. Which I also rolled an 8 for, so
It's unfortunate.
you know, go without me.
Autumn, I think you get that feeling that, like, you've heard about these creatures, and I think on a nat 20, from your time in the Library of Spheres and in the Libraries of the Accordance, you know that an illithid acting alone is a very dangerous and hard to pin down being. And as you think, like, is this a favor or a debt? You are unsure. Even on that natural 20, you're like, it could be either or. But as the torch gets passed, Morn, as you kind of motion to Thea, like, oh, this one. The creature is eyeing you.
sorry,
Thea.
above table, another
Yes.
thing that came to me that you guys should consider is that also considering that we don't have our human friend with us, this, like, who knows how long a fucking illithid like this schemes will take, and how many, like, decades they'd be calling that favor later. Like, you have no idea what they could be scheming. But yeah, torch passed.
This one. You. I remember you. hard to forget.
Uh.
And you hear in your head, Thea. How is my old friend, Kyria?
I'll just.
I need an insight check from every. Do you like people? Kyria speaks into your head a lot, and Dark Greens do this all the time. Do you show any kind of different body language as this illithid speaks into your head?
Kind of a slight jolt, I guess. Kind of startled at first. Not because they're speaking into my head, but just all a bit kind of just a slight startle, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I just wasn't expecting anything.
And you're like, oh, me? That kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. It's like
You get called on in class, that kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
as the creature continues,
I was gonna say that I was gonna try to use my passive insight on Thea to try to read them for the rest of this. So
yeah, I think you do see her kind of look at the illithid, and she continues in your head. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, I won't tell the others. They don't need to know. But
Mm-hmm.
you are special to her, aren't you?
I believe so, yeah.
Very well. You see kind of the body language shift. This being, this man with a circle has been a issue for me as well. If you would like to speak freely without your friends, you can have them leave the tent. It seems you are the friend. As she kind of motions and looks towards Morn, seems to have an idea of where to go for his item.
I'm doing something with my hands.
Sure.
But I rolled. I guess it's the same stealth or sleight of hand. Technically, I got a 26.
What are you doing at this time?
I am taking one end of my rope out of my bag and tying a slip knot loop in it.
Okay.
And then the other end, I'm just tying a knot at the end.
As the being kind of looks towards you, Thea, it is whatever you would like, child. But I would be doing an old friend a favor. In helping you.
It's okay. I don't mind them being here.
I will not reveal Miss Evensong's identity to them. They do not need to know. But I will speak freely about everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. And you feel that presence, that looming presence that was in your mind kind of subside a bit. Forgive my silence. Your friend had some things to say to me. You are on a dangerous path. This-
This directed at all of us.
Yes, yeah, she's speaking. Forgive
See
my.
Autumn give her a thumbs up.
Forgive my. I've not introduced myself. My name is Hulatha. I run this nice place, among other things, on Brawl. The Armored Man.
Said
Uh,
Vulatha?
Hulatha. Hu
Vulatha. Okay.
apostrophe Latha. The Armored Man has, from what I can tell, murdered 3 of mine.
The Armored Man.
The one you call the Black Circle Man, yes?
You're probably not caught up to date. It's actually a moon.
Ooh.
That's free of charge.
Thorson. And you see the Githyanki kind of give a nod. To like note that. It would seem this person has some powerful friends with some connection to the auction house. This Addis has been sending his goons to buy items within my market. And I wanted to look into what he was doing, as I sent some of my own to spy, for lack of a better term. Seems something got the better of them. So take this as a warning, free of charge. This man is quite something. And I would not mind if you, say, intervened. I have no love for Addis or for the one who backs him. So if something were to happen to them, an accident of some kind, it's just business, if you understand. As she looks toward you, Morn.
Maybe I need to reassess the vibes I give off, but I'm not a hitman.
Oh,
Yeah, you've got Hitman vibes.
Yeah. This keeps happening.
you're not?
I kind of thought that's what you were doing.
No.
Oh,
No, surprisingly not. I just
Hmm.
Anyway, I'll have to get into it here.
Oh no. Well, what I will say is, because we're in the presence of
Not above it.
the someone who I respect's protege. And she's not looking at you, by the way, Morn. She's looking at Thea when she says that.
Figured.
I will offer this. This is for free. Be careful when you go to the auction house.
Mm-hmm.
And I think give me an insight check. Anyone else who's as the information is like given to you. 23. Okay.
Should I?
For sure, yeah. Anyone who wants to roll an insight check here, as Hulatha, natural 20.
Damn.
Okay.
Excuse me, why did I just get an ad on roll 20?
Curious?
Intriguing.
Intriguing. No, Hulatha kind of sits forward. I think on a 23, you think you can tell that even reading an illithid, there is some venom in her voice. She's kind of explaining these things. And you can feel, I think, the respect for whoever Thea's employer is. More of like a love-hate kind of vibe. You, Thea, as the information is told to you, on a natural 20, you know that she knows more than she's letting on about the whole situation with Addis and the auction house. Is a person who has, much like the juggler, has people installed within Brawl. At least from what you've seen, you remember Seer's partner is affiliated with this group. So she seems to have members and places in Brawl. So it seems that she knows a bit more than she's letting on here, but she's given you just enough here. You could very well try and press her for more information.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Sure. What do you say to Hulatha as she's like, kind of puts her hands together? I would say just be careful at the auction house.
What do you mean by that?
There. Give me, I would say that you can do this advantage because you saw this. Give me a persuasion check here. You try to kind of press her for more information. Advantage if you so please.
Okay.
16. I think on a 16 here, you see her kind of tilt her head to the side like, oh, she's taught you well. Kind of under her, she says that into your mind. She doesn't say that out loud. And then she speaks to all of you. I think I've given you enough for free. There is someone behind Addis, it seems. And that is all I will say. Look at your own leisure. And when I was perusing in your friend's immediate memories, that one, the one good with his hands, your friend. Oh, what is his name? As you see, like, the eyes kind of narrow a bit, and one of the tentacles kind of moves towards you, like, Giles, was it? Looking for a spell jamming helm. You would do well to look in at the auction house for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The rich often hoard items they don't understand. But that
Gotta
is
have a conversation starter. Does the Githyanki have the tattoo as well? I'm pretty sure we already established that, but I can't remember.
he does.
Alright.
His though is like, it's not like the circle. He has like these tattoos that are like fully swarms of tentacles on both of his like half sleeves. Full like intricate art.
Yeah,
on
way
both.
more elaborate.
Yeah.
Alright. No, look at Thea. Did you get what you needed?
I think so, yeah.
I think you hear in your head there, be wary of the man in the armor. I would hate to know that her dear one has passed away. And she kind of gives you a slight bow. Thorson,
Well, thank you for your advice.
of
and,
course.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get desperate and come stop by again.
Oh,
We
I
won't.
would love
I
to work with
walk
you.
over to the Gith and just like fiddle with something on his armor flirtatiously. You were both very unhelpful. I hope that you know that you were just hired as a token, diversity hire.
He looks down at you, says, "You know nothing, Istik."
Keep working with the geek. His brain's empty. Let's go.
I think as you walk, you say that like pretty loudly, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, for sure. Oh, were you trying to do more?
Just
as
walking
we're,
out of the
if
tent.
we're, yeah, if I'm gonna follow Demi on like, stage whisper. Do you want to get your plushie signed?
Oh, good thinking.
Yeah, I
No.
think Aerith is just like, Aerith's just gonna. I need you to roll me a DC 17 intelligence saving throw, Demi.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Saving throw, huh? That's not one of the ones I'm great at. I think that's a 10.
As you step out, you walk outside of the tent.
What is this for?
You're not in the tent anymore. You're not in the third market anymore as you step outside of the tent. You're on a battlefield. It seems like that. A crashed spelljammer burning. And you see, your point of view, you're underneath rubble. Fire about to overtake you. Something heavy on your chest that you can't pick up. And you see these kind of bluish psychic energy kind of cut this wooden beam off of you. And you see a pink hand extended out toward you. As your kind of yellowish green hand reaches but warily and accepts the help. And as you step out from this memory, you're back in the third market. You see Ilatha give you a...
I'm not looking back. We're walking.
I'm back in the room. I'm assuming I noticed the change, or it was like in a blink of the eye.
It was
that
in a
this
blink
happened?
of an eye, yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. All right. Let's keep following.
Yes,
I'm
I
leaving.
think you just hear...
It doesn't even look like I had a vision.
No, yeah.
You, Thorson? We have work to do. He's like, yes, mistress.
On him, Thea, Aerith. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm following.
You guys step out of the tent. You see kind of Dristle kind of look at you all like, I trust your chat went well.
No, it was fucking boring and useless.
If you head to the checkpoint, and he kind of points, not the one that you guys went to, but there's one that's kind of near here. Your gear's there.
Medium?
He does not give you any like regard or like, you know, like bow or anything. He just kind of like scoffs and leaves you all in the third market. Was there anything you guys wanted to do while you were here in the third market?
No, I'm gonna double check really quick. Look back to Anam and Thea. No, I kind of suddenly, we both just left, but did you guys have more questions for Hulatha?
No.
You see Aerith like kind of let out a sigh like, holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
That was an elephant. I've heard stories. I've never seen one up close before. That's she. Anyone else that kind of just gonna admit, pretty scared. Not gonna lie. Anyone else?
I get face to face with Morn. Should get guiles out of your brain?
I think so. I don't look at that. I assume she was talking to you, but she didn't dig around.
Thea?
I also make eye contact with Thea.
The camera pan, the black bars as we all look at Thea. Jazz, you good?
Sorry, I went to get water. Sorry. Sorry.
You're good. Timing.
You're good. Timing.
It just Demi asked if she got Giles out of my mind, and I said I think so. And then I looked at you and said, I assume she was talking to you, but she didn't dig around in your brain, in your memories.
Oh. No, I don't know what you mean by that. I'm so
yeah, you
sorry.
would know. You would know. All right, so yeah, she got it from me. It's hard to tell exactly what she got from me. It's not like anything I was thinking about or the memory she took flashed in front of me. It was just like she just knew some things.
Uh-huh.
So I assume she got it from me, but I don't know.
For the first time since we've come down here, Demi has the grin is gone. Like the moment we've set foot in the third market, Demi has been innocently like smiling, just a pretty girl. Even poking at Dristle earlier, all of that was like, I'm invincible because I'm gorgeous and expensive.
Everything up to the memory
Everything up to
that we don't
just
know you
now.
have. Yeah, okay.
Just now. Not even the vision that I didn't have.
Just the
been
confirmation.
reacting.
of
Just
Giles.
now, I've gotten serious.
Okay.
And I turn back from Thea to Morn, and I look at you very seriously, and just it's just a sad look, and I say, let's go back up. Let's get out of here. I don't like it down here anymore.
Is everything okay?
You can see Aerith kind of stretch, like, yeah, kind of.
Insight check.
On me?
Yeah, what's wrong? 18.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Wait, I want to do one too.
Your choice. What roll? Don't tell me what it is. Demi, don't tell us what it is. You just roll it.
Yeah, it's you can both read me. I just don't like that we didn't do anything, and she knows all of our names and what we're looking for. I'm very unhappy that we're made.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I don't think there was really anything that we could have done to prevent that, you know?
Right. The other thing you get is that I'm not mad at Morn.
Yeah, I figured it wasn't an anger thing. It was just a don't like being one step behind.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely not. I don't like being one step behind. I don't like having our names attached to the questions that we're asking. And I'm not upset at Morn because I saw you have like a fucking brain freeze earlier. I know it wasn't your fault.
Well, I've got the beginnings of a plan. We can talk about it when we get back topside.
Yeah.
Let's
Seems-
get our shit and get out of here.
Yeah. You see Aerith kind of like looking around again. And you guys, we move as you guys, head to the checkpoint. Your weapons and things are given to you. For you,
Just on the way out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna detour us, but just on the way out, I am looking for a day glass. It's a terrible roll. We leave.
For sure. You'll have to
And
come here at another
Just
time, or look in
additional
the markets.
additional thing of also not detouring and not stalling, but when I give them my name for my stuff, I do say guy with the hat and gun.
Yeah.
That's my name.
Yeah, because they don't know. These guys don't know. Total different people. Total different people.
That's what that dude called me verbatim.
Yeah. Oh, Barrett. Yeah, he did call you that. As we exit here, you move from a pathway that you didn't take when you went down here. And it takes you actually near the park. You see you remember the Thrycreen that was roaming the tunnels who caught you. You see him again, and he leads you to a spot that you see him cast a spell, and the ground above you just like open up like a trap door, and he kind of like points for you guys to exit. And as you step out into the park, the kind of earth closes and seals like nothing. Like it was never moved at all. And you're back.
What's the
city.
distance of? Is he doing like just move earth? Or
Yeah, yes, essentially.
okay, so
It's like 5 feet.
It's like
5
5 feet. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
You got the time, Demi?
On the dot, I look at Giles' perfect chronometer and tell you what time it is.
It is. Oh man, when did we go in there? That was last week. Ah, shit.
We went in. We started this thing afternoon.
We started this thing after
After-
1.
After 1, because
After
you guys
1, and
worked.
it's, by the time everyone
2
met up,
hours, it was
it'd been
3.
It'd been like 2.5 hours when they showed up.
For sure, so it was like 3
So
or 4.
probably-
It's
yeah.
5 or so, probably 5 or 6 right now.
Okay, we don't know what 20 minutes is, and we also don't know what 4 hours is.
Time isn't really our thing.
I just tap my watch. I'm usually pretty good about it.
You can see Aerith kind of like just like breathe a little bit.
Standing on where the Thrygreen opened the earth, I just spin in a circle and clock the 3 most obvious trees.
Sure.
I just raise an eyebrow and go literally just mark one with a knife.
As you all are
I
here
try.
within the
I'm
park.
I'm back to
Going on.
bubbly and happy, by the way. Let's go find Giles.
Guess
Unless you got something better to do. You said you had the inklings of a plan.
I had the starting of one of
Oh, let's hear it. Well, I guess let's hear it and not in this place. Let's hear it. Man of War? Or...
It's not a great. I'll admit it right now before we even talk about it. No one's gonna like it.
I grin even wider.
Okay. And you see Aerith kind of turn towards you more and like, okay.
Let's go talk about it somewhere. We can grab Giles, catch him up if we need him.
Let's be honest, there's basically nowhere we can go on the rock that's not got people everywhere. Have you ever thought about how fucking insane it is to raise kids here? Like, at its longest, Brawl is not even a mile across. And there's so many people here. And so many powerful people, too. Like, I mean, we just talked to an Illithid. There's, like, every ship here can go infinitely through space.
I think I was like so paranoidly keeping to myself when we were in school and like not being like everyone that I talk to here could be important and I don't want to get involved.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I don't even blame you. You and I say this to sort of just mourn and Aerith mostly, but like, you probably had the same epiphany I did when you got out of here. Like, the world is fucking huge. I've been to parks bigger than this entire place. The 4 colleges, the allied colleges, every college is like 2 miles across, and there's 4 of them.
I don't know if you
I
or
spent 3 years on the side of a mountain. There was nobody, not a single fucking soul, for another 100 miles in every direction.
Yeah.
I haven't
Spelljam Academy is
really-
just a huge spire on Toril. Like,
man, it's,
Sure, but it's full
kind
of
of
people.
weird is that I haven't really had very many of those experiences. I kind of went from one act metropolis to another.
yeah, Sharn's actually even bigger than Brawl, right?
It's like this, it's just bigger
Yeah, just like
That's crazy.
and like
elevated,
vertical, lots
kinda,
of
yeah,
big towers. and, like
Yeah.
it's crazy, but
Most of the world's out there. There's nobody for miles and miles. And certainly nobody as strong as we are, let alone all the dozens and dozens of fucking wizards and pirates and everything that we know.
Stay on them. You got a favorite place you've been to in your travels?
Yeah. I think
What is it?
it's kind of specific, but I think I don't know, it's probably the Sunken Lands in Kryn.
Hmm.
Kind of
That
a
was
weird
your
place,
favorite?
but
What do you like
yeah,
about
I
it?
don't know. It's just like really unique, you know,
Hmm.
compared to like all the other places I've been.
What makes it sunken?
It's literally sunken.
Is it like a swamp, like below sea
Into-
level?
Into what?
Yeah. The water, like ice, it like froze. I don't know. That's the weird part about it. Is it's very, I don't know. It's very unique. It's not. I've never even like heard of people talking about it. You know, it's like I've never heard of people like
It's not a
experiencing
tourist
something
destination.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like even above that, like I don't think people even really realize it's there because it's literally sunken.
If it's sunken and then froze, wouldn't it make more sense to call it the Frozen Lands?
Yeah,
if
I mean,
it
kinda.
sunk first and then froze later, it could be like a chronological problem.
Sure.
Yeah, like salinity's kind of
That
high
makes
too, so it's like this kind of like a surface layer, you know. It's not really like a solid brick of ice all the way to the ocean floor.
Slush.
No, I mean it's just kind of you just get like a little thin freshwater frozen layer at the top, you know. It's like a little mirror.
Is it clean water?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just said salinity was high.
Yeah, I mean it can still be high though. Salinity is just like salt content.
Yeah, but normally if you have high salt content, then it's fucking briny as shit because nothing lives in it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
hungry.
I mean, like,
all this salt talk. It's made you hungry.
Where are we
didn't
talking?
it?
Where are we going to talk?
Yeah, we guys are walking and talking. It was like, but I think you guys are at the impasse of like, Grand Street, where it's like
we
you could go
out
anywhere.
of the park, and
Yeah.
it's like, do we go Great Market, or do we go down to the edge, or do we go all the way to the Happy Beholder, or do we turn around and go to the Man of War?
Or yeah, it's your guys' choice where you want to go.
I mean, we're close to the Man of War. Probably just go there.
Yeah, sure.
We're at the park. We're like a 5-minute walk from Man of War, so.
Yeah, you guys head up on Grand Street to the Man of War, heading into
Just
kind of
lead 'em
the
upstairs
restaurant area.
to our room.
to your room. Okay, yeah.
Don't want any listeners.
For sure. As we step into the room, Morn, describe what they see, and also kind of as you do like take off your hat and things, like describe yourself as you step into this space that you've called home for these couple of days.
Yeah, just take off my hat and put it on the back of a chair and kind of pull back the long white hair and tie it in behind in like just a loose bun to get it out of my face, and then take off the Inverson cape and put that on this chair as well, and just sitting in my little half robe and like linen pants that are tied off with my little pirate sash, maybe blue pirate sash. And you'll probably notice for the first time that I'm also wearing like a plated glove on my right hand, and on my left hand there's you can see like faint traces of a burn mark and black ink, but you can't really make out what it is with the sleeves still down.
The burn mark is in the left hand.
Yes.
Demi Wolf whistles. Chris fucked me up.
I feel you. Welcome to our humble abode. It's the most like 60s suite that never updated the amenities, but it's still
Yeah.
$200 for
Yeah.
a night.
There's like a front, like it's definitely the king size suite where it's like that front room, everything there. and then,
there's
just
two rooms,
single-
and they're like, that's enough for us to charge you this much, even though
Exactly.
it looks like your grandma's house.
Yep. But it's fine, like, but it's it's
fine.
still it's just like, hey, you see Aerith.
It's got weird vibes. It's got weird vibes.
You see Aerith kind of take the spellbook holster off and kind of put it on.
Weird vibes like stains or
No.
Weird vibes, like just like yellow light and like
yeah.
and like off-white walls, and you're like, it just like feels weird in here. but it's totally fine. It's spotless, really. It just like feels weird. It just feels old.
Old and uncanny.
Exactly. The
Okay.
classic.
Is it that old world brawl?
I know we just got art, but I'm gonna mix you this whole day because I knew we were working. Demi's been dressed in these like kind of high-waisted collegiate-looking pants, like giant plaid checks in the space of brown and tan. A light blue sweater tucked in, and then this single button jacket, just a very like beige tan, which he takes off and I guess just sort of like throws into the chair.
Just a pile of coats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Aerith wasn't wearing like her like usual kind of military like cloak. It was just more of like a fine shirt, kind of almost like a vest type, like open kind of vest, rolled up sleeves, just like
I would
So-
have removed the dagger from the,
for sure. Yeah, I
The
mean,
sash,
you're in
I
a
still have-
safe space. It makes sense.
but it's still got the pistol in the leg holster. And I'm like, all right, so you're not gonna like
Is there a coat hook that we're ignoring?
for sure.
Yes,
I
yes,
am at
yes.
least.
Okay, good.
Like absolutely, there's one by the door that I'm not using.
I take the off-white handbag and reach into it and pull out an entire rapier slung through a very expensive-looking belt and hang the belt on the coat hook, and then set the bag on whatever end table, and just say, I'm kind of glad that we didn't have to use this, but man, they were not very thorough when they took all our weapons. Nobody
to be
asked me any questions.
To be fair, as I'm like rolling the Novant coin across my hand, even if they searched you, I think it would be hard to search that bag
No, you can find everything.
thoroughly.
I mean,
You can find everything in it.
it is a nice bag.
Never
It's
mind.
a very nice bag. You want to know the coolest part about it?
What's
It was
that?
free.
That's the second coolest part about it. I reach into the bag and I grab the bottom of it and pull it up through the mouth of it, and the entire bag reverses, and
You're gonna create a black hole.
it looks like one of those tube backpacks. It's like a rectangular tube, and then just the top of it is folded over and held closed with a belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a backpack now. Nothing falls out.
That is very convenient. You can go
Right?
with every outfit.
It can do that like 12 times.
Well, as like Aerith's in the space, like, did you guys want anything or water or? I mean, I can grab something. Thea, on him.
Just some water would be fine, please.
Sure.
The bathroom sink.
Yep.
I'm gonna go through my backpack that I leave in here, and I'm gonna bring out a little disguise kit. Like, so the beginnings of the plan that personally I really hope someone has a better idea. But
No promises, but and we can't say yet because you haven't said anything.
yeah, I'm gonna when we go to the auction house, as I'm like taking off the glove on my right hand, I'm gonna try to recreate the simple circle tattoo on this arm and make sure they see it if things go bad, so that it goes back to them instead of to us.
When you say circle tattoo, are you talking about the
Yes.
new moon?
The illithid one.
Okay, that's a tentacle.
Tentacle.
I know
Yeah,
several
but it's a
people have
circle
said
around.
circle, but
It's a tentacle in a
it's like
circle
a bracelet
around.
made out of a tentacle or
Yes.
something.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that could be smart, yeah.
My plan was, and I turned into the lizard folk, was to just go in and pretend that we had an extra crate that we didn't drop off earlier in the day.
That works. If
My buddy, the hobgoblin, wants more money, but I said, it'd be better just to continue doing our job.
it works great if they aren't back already.
I turned back into Demi. Oh, good point.
So I'm really just gonna listen.
Wait,
I was fronted the money to buy this.
Didn't she say that
Or
her
acquire.
spies had been killed by, we assume, the new moon person? We need a better name. Black Circle Man was fun.
I've been calling them. Hold up my little notebook. I've been calling them Moon Boys.
But we don't know if there's more
Moon
than one.
boys, really?
I mean,
Sounds
what
like-
are you calling them? Where it gets defensive.
Just the moon dude, I guess.
The Moon Dude.
Moon
Moon
dude?
Dude's
Singular.
not as good as Moon Boys, but
Moon boys sounds like some kind of
pedophile.
Well, I mean,
It sounds like there's
yeah.
more than one of them, which we don't even know. I mean,
Sounds
we
like
know
I feel like
that-
I feel like it's a guarantee.
that there's more than one of them.
It's
Yes.
like a
Yeah.
movie or something, like the X-Men or something. You know?
Oops.
What
are
is
those movie
any of the
pictures?
things that you've just said?
Nosebleed. They
I
have
just
a
got a
nosebleed.
migraine.
Ah,
A meteor
going
hits
down.
Brawl.
It's gone.
A meteor hits
passing,
Brawl.
it's
They all
passing.
die.
It's passing.
Is it the end?
Listen, you can listen if you have a. They're after you. You can come up with a cool name for them, and
Oh, I
How
forgot.
about Greg?
Hey, okay,
That's
we can
not a-
call him.
that's
we can
not
call
an.
him Greg.
That's
No,
not.
I'm calling him Greg
You
now.
said a cool name. I'm coming up with Greg.
I said
How
a.
about that?
Listen, I said a
You
cool
did say-
name for.
You did say cool name.
I was
First
saying
of
like.
all.
I was saying like. It wasn't a them as in like a singular. It was them as a plural, as in the whole organization.
I still am not convinced that there's more than one Moon Boy.
I'm not convinced there isn't.
Yeah, I was just calling it the Eclipse guy, but
That's
I
pretty
kind of
good.
figured that there were more.
You know what? I'm
You
gonna
know
remember
what?
something.
This might be controversial. But
I
think-
really want to hear it. Demi is like immediately right next to Thea, head in hands, just like
Yeah, Autumn just turned his whole body towards Thea.
go on.
Well,
I mean, it wasn't that controversial, but
mm,
I think there is only one dude that we will have to worry about right now.
that's for sure. For the moment.
I don't think.
The problem. So here's my problem with Greg. Right, when if we ever meet this moon guy, and for some reason they're super chill and cool, and they tell us their real name, we're all just gonna keep calling them Greg. for
Yeah,
sure.
and that's the best
Mm,
part because even if he was like some dude, right? that was an egotistical maniac, how do you think he's gonna feel when all of these people
on
have been
board. It's
going
Greg.
around
Greg
calling
it
him
is.
Greg?
Greg it is.
Paid
His
fine
name
for
is
you
down
to
right there.
kill you.
Brocephalor or something, and everyone's out there calling him Greg.
We
I
don't
think it's
actually
perfect.
know that they were trying to kill Thea.
We do.
We just know that she killed them.
We know that she had a vision of Greg paying at least 3 of the red masks to go do something, and then one
I
of
will
those 3
say-
red masks was like, "We can't let her leave the alley."
I can guarantee you that he was definitely trying to kill Thea.
All right, I'll take your word for it. I trust you guys. But
And
Okay,
then that guy
fair.
got punched in the face until he died.
I'm just
Yeah.
I'm trying to like.
I
I'm
don't
trying to
think Greg
just-
wants to kill me.
No, he definitely
I don't-
does.
I don't think
Nah.
he's.
I disagree.
I wheel
I-
about and turn
I'm
on him.
I'm on the
Okay,
same
why
page as
do
you.
you think he wants to kill Thea?
Oh, I don't think that. Somebody told
Why do you
me.
know it?
I was told
Who told
that I
you?
needed to save Thea from somebody that was gonna kill her. So then I went and I
right.
found Thea almost getting killed.
But that also could just
Yeah.
be like the illithid lady. It could be 1 in 4 people on this rock.
Where's Anam in the room?
Do not walk. Do not. No matter what. Don't cut through the park. It's a shortcut at night.
What?
You'll get English mode. They'll come at you with a kniff.
Oh no. The bruvs, isn't it?
Yeah, that's kind of- yeah, where's Onum in this space in the main area of the room? Near the window. Where's he sitting down somewhere? It's like
Yeah,
it's
I
already
think
got
he's
you
sitting
water or
down.
something. Okay, yeah.
Is it alright, here out of
Let me
character,
sit.
is it socially acceptable to smoke indoors here?
Out of character? Sure.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah,
You
maybe
might
by
want to open a window. I mean, Aerith
Yeah,
might give
by a
you
window
a
and
dirty
a
look.
chair.
Sitting in a window. Demi sits in your lap. Who told you?
Well, it's complicated.
Start playing with your hair.
But it
the
was the same person responsible for my travels.
Malin extra inserted.
Leave.
You believe
I'm
them?
more just kind of sitting there. I just kind of want to like wrap up the mantle thing.
Yeah, you see Aerith too. Like, yeah, like we do need to.
We can get the shroud. I'm not worried about that.
I'm not either, which
Although,
is why I kind of
I'm
want
a
to
little-
just take care of it.
I'm a little more worried than I was an hour ago because, I mean, I'll be honest, as soon as the Hobgoblin and the Lizalfos told us that they had it, my plan was to just go to the auction house and take it. But now it seems like maybe it's guarded by Greg.
If Greg's there, honestly, it's like I would hate that.
Okay.
I would hate that a
What?
lot.
I would
I
also hate that.
mean,
Whoever
we
told you,
could.
you said that the person responsible for your travel
mhm.
told you that
Yeah.
Greg wanted Thea dead.
Yeah.
That he was going to kill her.
Did they say Greg or did they say
No, dipshit.
somebody?
They said somebody.
I'm not saying did they say Greg.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
saying,
listen,
did
I
they
just
say
wanna-
They
the moon,
said
the
Thea
moon
was
guy?
destined to
No,
die.
no. Let's not double back on Greg. We just started catching
we need to
on
double
Greg.
back on Greg because now they think that I'm saying that this guy said Greg specifically. What
That's
I'm
not
saying,
what I said either.
I'm saying no, just referring to Greg in particular.
Okay. Well, did
See why
they,
Greg is a see why it's
were
a
they
shit name.
talking about Black Circle Man when they said someone's going to kill Thea?
Yeah.
Way better.
I'm gonna call him Greg.
Inside check.
Clarification. Your clarification from your DM from the voice. He did not.
Wait. Did
my
you
inside
ask if
check's
he
11.
specifically said Black Circle Man, or did you say was he talking about
No.
Black Circle Man?
No, that's the whole point of the outburst just now was like, I got on Morn for saying Greg, and then I wheeled it back to Black Circle Man to make it clear, like, are we talking about this guy, or are we talking about someone is going to kill?
Oh, no, yeah, it was someone.
Yeah, the lead.
So
It was.
For-
I
yeah,
don't
for you,
even think
Honor.
it was specifically an individual. I think it was more phrased as like Thea is destined to die. It is guaranteed unless you can stop the force that is trying to kill her.
I just look at the. That's rough, buddy.
Hello?
That's rough.
Were you gonna consult me about this
Uh-huh.
30 point?
Yeah, I think Aerith fully like bandana off. You see the kind of her
When did you know this?
red
Oh,
hair,
I
like
mean, listen, it can be a little overwhelming. I didn't just want to throw it at you.
You think it's
I am-
overwhelming? I just got told that I had the destiny to die. Hello?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
rough.
you
No,
would
no,
be
no,
so
no,
just
no,
better
no.
about
you
it
just want to drop
if
that
it
on
was
me right
after.
now?
That's rough. Yeah.
Well, you're not. Well, I mean,
You what do you mean I'm not?
Arnhem
we
was
got
sent to
past.
make sure that didn't happen, and
Yeah, we got past.
it didn't happen.
I
Oh,
double
what
checked.
are you gonna do, huh? What are
I
you gonna do
double-checked.
with the universe and the destiny trying to kill
Yeah.
me, and you're just gonna be like, no, sorry, that's not gonna happen. What do you
To
mean?
be fair, if Autumn wasn't there, I think Thea would have just killed all of them by herself.
Yeah.
yeah, she did kind of. I mean, it was good fighting, honestly.
I need to sit down. I need to sit.
So,
Yeah,
which
fair
leads me
enough.
to my final point of, I don't think that's what you were warned about.
No, and like that's kind of why I was pressing Thea a little bit after the fact to try to figure out more about it. Is like, was there some sort of event leading up to this person putting a hit out on her, or does this person have a separated agenda completely uninvolving Thea as we know her? Do they have some extracurricular reason to get rid of her? And I am convinced that they do. And I think they're not going to go away until they do.
Okay, so you lost me on him. That so
What if
Thea
there's a
was
conspiracy
destined?
to kill Thea?
Yeah.
Well, okay. And I know we're asking a lot, but who told you this? Someone you're affiliated with, right?
Yeah, someone I work for.
Okay.
The reliable source? You know where they get their information? Like, how do
Yeah,
they know about all
but it
this?
would be a little complicated to explain, I think.
Okay.
Fair. But
They've never been wrong before, if that helps.
okay.
Alright.
So
Thea will start planning the funeral now.
Yeah. You see Eric kind of like chuckle a little bit, like, stop more. I think
Graveyard's filling up. You gotta pick your slot soon.
I mean, we can check out the auction house, but obviously we need to have a plan going into that space.
My plan is to just go in there and conduct business, as usual. Be like,
Okay.
hey, I'm here to get this thing. And
Are we debating whether or not to get the Scarlet Shroud first, or sort Greg out? I'm kind of confused as to what we're debating exactly here.
there's no debate on what we're doing first because we don't really have a direction on Greg other than be careful
Yeah, there
at the
is.
auction house.
Yeah, maybe Guardians
There's more than meets the eye.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
careful at the auction. So if we want to take
Okay.
out Greg, I
Regardless,
think
the point
where he's
isn't
gonna
that the
be guarding.
point of what I'm saying is that
he's guarding Charlotte.
point of what I'm saying is there's not a discussion on what we're doing first because we're doing the Scarlet thing first. If Greg's there, he's there. If he's not there, he's not there.
Yeah.
Because if Greg isn't there, we don't have a lead.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm just gonna go there and try to get it and just buy it. And if he doesn't let me buy it, then we'll just take it.
And what
Okay.
was the person's name that they told us?
Mr. Attis.
It is. Okay.
You want? He was trying to sell some things to some people.
It would be helpful.
I could go
know
as one of his
Just
buyers.
just to note really quickly, Thea is quite literally still on the floor having a minor breakdown, but above table, I really need to go pee.
Yeah, bye bye. It's they are dissociating as we all. It's truly the wide camera pan. It's like
Yeah, Autumn will put a cigarette out and go pat her on the head until she comes back.
Yeah, a second
like
ago when
wide
everyone
camera
was
fan.
yelling at Autumn, it was definitely Chris Rock in the woman's arms type beat, and
Yeah,
Demi was like immediately on the other side, like, no, stop yelling at my man. But now that we both clocked Thea on the floor,
It's
Autumn
like, oh,
and
maybe we need to
Demi
like
just-
zero.
both of them just go over and like cuddle Bile on the floor. No, okay, so we know that Greg hangs around the auction house, and then we know the first thing that we actually have a lead on is that Charlotte is there at the auction house. We can buy it, we could steal it, whatever. Stealing it seems like maybe a bit more of a hassle because it's guarded by, Mr. Moonboots. But
But it'll also be the way to find out what's really going on.
maybe.
Yeah.
Is by going You know.
Going there.
at the back
Um,
end of the house.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is he was talking to you remember the name that I dropped early in the conversation with the turtle, Nokri, and I turned into the bronze dragonborn.
Mhm.
He was talking to them in the edge and was like, I have some gifts. I have some fine items I need to move. And if you're interested, I can get you a discount. And I turn from the bronze dragonborn into the other elf that I saw. This one didn't talk much, so maybe a little less, inclined to work. But we got a couple of possibilities. I know I don't want you going and I dropped the disguise. Placing an order yourself. Especially since, what's her name? Huatha apparently knows all of us.
I mean, I guess. But
Never ask questions as yourself.
Well, I think we need to know more, and if
Let's send two of us. Let's send two of us in disguise. Maybe he's more likely to sell it than Nokri the Dragonborn. Maybe not. But let's send two of us, see if he sells it. If he doesn't sell it, maybe we get a chance to ask some questions. And we steal it later.
but
Welcome back.
Yeah, I mean-
Thea is flanked by Autumn and Demi just on the floor. Autumn is like rubbing your shoulder or something.
Patting the top of her head.
Yeah. Demi's just like leaned in,
well,
holding you.
you see Aerith kind of. I mean, it's a plan. I mean, last time we did that, though, didn't go quite well.
last time we did that, I wasn't there.
True.
Last time we did what? Be specific.
2 people went into a place
mask guild house.
disguised.
We sent this, and I point across Thea. We sent this motherfucker who can't lie to save his life into a situation pretending to be somebody else. We didn't think that they would have a password. Honestly, set my mind. I'll take that one.
I'm just gonna go there and like be normal, then just like try to get it.
Well, do you have
I just want to say I didn't do.
do you have something nice to wear more? As they like look over at you, you have something nice to put on? It is an auction house.
That's their problem, not mine. I'm here to like just buy something.
You
directly
say that.
from
You
the-
say that, and Demi wrinkles their nose and looks at you.
Yeah, I think then for free you see Aerith like, I can't.
Have you
I
looked
can't
in a
get him
mirror
to-
recently?
I can't get him to wear like anything really formal.
Don't care,
I can't get
not
him to
interested, not doing it.
See, you see, this is what I deal with, Demi. You see that? What I deal with.
He can't dress himself.
I'm just going to buy it legally.
Okay, well, what if? How much?
I just want to
how
say
much
the
did
last time
Dallin
we
give
sent
you?
the last time we sent 2 people in, we let this angel, can't lie, perfect being, beautiful soul, try and hold all of it, and I didn't do anything. And maybe I should have done a little bit more.
Okay, well, we have the start of a plan. Let's get this narrowed down a bit more.
What are the rest of you
There's-
doing?
Uh,
It's
was-
we can do this as late as we want.
what
are the rest
is
of you doing?
what is there to narrow down?
We're just going in there, and
We're not doing anything.
He's
Who
either
can
gonna
be
sell
me
it
and
to
what?
me or he's not, and if he's not, we'll figure out what to do
okay, all
when
right,
that happens.
that's fine.
Very likely that he won't. We'll have
who
to
is-
resort to acquiring it, but
I checked my
Who-
watch.
Who is It's been like an hour, about like 30 minutes, I think.
thank you.
So it's
So
like
close.
6:30.
6:30.
Yeah, 6:30.
If they hold up normal hours open, we got a couple hours.
Okay, well, all right. So who is? What I want to know is who's going in as Aerith is
Me and
going.
Morn. Next question.
Okay, you and Morin. We're just going to be lookout. The rest of us. I can be within message range, I guess. Near
we
the.
go- You're going in to buy it legally.
Okay.
Just ask him if you can buy it, and if that works, it works.
Yeah,
And we
it's,
don't need
it's
to
gonna.
look
Here's
at
the order of operations. Hey, I am here to see Addis. I want to buy something from him, and then I talk to Addis and I say, hey, I want to buy this shroud, and then
I'm here
What's
to
going
see
to
Addis.
happen-
I'm here to see Addis. Naku recommended me.
yeah, and what's gonna happen is Addis is gonna be like, I'm not selling it, and then I'm gonna be like, I'll pay double, and he'll be like, he'll have to think about that for a second, and then I'll have to figure out a way to short him, and then we'll walk home with the shroud.
Okay. Well, sounds like a plan. You can. I think for you, Morin, with no role necessary. You can just understand that like Aerith is trying to be careful and thorough and like looking out for you. Like,
For sure.
okay, sounds like a plan.
If you know we don't walk out of there with it, well, we'll have more information to be working with to actually come up with a real plan on how to get it, and
Yeah.
maybe we'll see signs about Greg. Who knows?
For sure. Well,
Here's
Thea-
one for
Thea,
Greg.
are
If
you-
anyone else fucking reads our minds, they're not gonna know who the fuck we're talking about.
I think the mind reading thing is a very. I mean, I guess people can cast the spell. I guess if they haven't, they've learned it. What, so
Yeah, I
wait,
think people are gonna have a hard time being as intrusive as the other one, though.
yeah, seems like Hulotha had a way with that. She just like you can see like a little bit of like a tinge of anger on there. Like she just like read your mind. Just
Yeah. You know how it is. old-fashioned mind scrape.
I get up from the floor and I go over to where Aerith is sitting, and I sit down.
Okay, well, all right, let's
I think we go try this and then head back to the docks, see how Giles has been getting on.
Okay.
And if again, if we don't walk out of there with it, we'll probably want him for the plan to steal it. So
We're not gonna escalate during this plan, so I don't
No.
really think we need a lookout.
no,
If one of you wants to go catch him up, sure.
Sure.
Or we're just gonna meet up.
Okay.
I say we meet up at 8:30. How's that?
All right. And as we
Okay.
move, kind of panning from the window of the Man of War that looks out onto, Lake Brawl, kind of pull the camera over toward, honestly, time lapse a bit back some hours to the dry dock.
That's sick. Out the window, and then we watch the sun go the other way.
Yeah, like backward. Yeah, exactly. Or time rolls backward, moving.
We see any of the boats that are like on Brawl clearly going backwards as we find time. That's fun.
And
that's been good.
Back
What's Giles
toward
doing?
Giles here, as you've, I think, overheard some things, Giles, of like your friends saying, I think mostly Willow has overheard your friends saying like, the whole conversation of, let's head to the third market. Let's do this. Let's, Thea talking to the juggler, or talking to her boss. Willow kind of flies back in through the camera following Willow, flying through the empty porthole, going over up through the ship, up onto the weapons deck next to you, Giles. Giles, over here, and we have new art. Describe Giles as he's working on his ship.
Damn, really sort of putting the spotlight on me.
You know it. You know it. On the homies.
What you get
All
from
right.
light?
Hey, listen, my brain's a bit scrambled from like fucking 10 hours of, actually, collectively 20 hours of driving here.
It's driving. Hey, I get
Anyway.
it. But hey, you already know I pulled out the Porsche and everything for you. I got you covered.
Okay. Let's see.
Just off
Giles. Yeah, Giles is let's say working away at the dry docks. I think he is perhaps working on some interior trim pieces. Bead of sweat. He's like sort of hunched over, hammering away at something. Bead of sweat's gonna go from his temple and sort of hit his necklace that's dangling below. And it's gonna sort of like fizz and crackle a little bit. And then, but basically, yeah, Giles is sort of out here. White tank top. Sort of, what is it, like black ripped jeans and things, some leather boots, his sort of brown but like sort of sheepskin lined, sheep wool lined, whatever the hell it is. It's like sort of like jacket is sort of like cast aside. And he has like these sort of welding goggles not currently on, but sort of on his placed upon his forehead, since he is at least planning to do some welding in a very short moment. But yeah, he's sort of just like doing his thing, you know. Willow's sort of like helping out where he can.
Yeah.
You know.
I think we have kind of the shot of like Kettle outside of the near the porthole, but like on the ground, kind of sitting, just watching, kind of shining bronze mechanical hound, just looking out in the area. I think Kettle clocked everyone leave too, and kind of saw where they were going. As you were here, were you just finishing working on the ship here, or was there anything that you wanted to do as your friends are kind of away doing something? Actually, go ahead.
No, go on. You can go on.
Give me a perception check here.
All right. Let's see. Hello. It's gonna work. There we go.
A 19.
Oh, 21.
21, sorry. On 21, you hear near your ship. Actually, give me a moment. I gotta think. We're just gonna go for it. You hear near your ship. Actually, you hear the dog. Kind of. Were you able to like put any like kind of more animal voice lines in for Kettle? During the rest.
Yeah, Kettle at least has sort of been at some point in time, sort of Giles has put in like a neural guided sort of process into the into Kettle, to where it's like he can feed it a simple like example.
Yeah.
And it's able to sort of like construct more things from that single example.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I think-
right now it's sort of it's still in a learning stage, but it's like it's getting to be more realistic and
Yeah, you've like carved another series of like runes inside of like the skull frame of the the hound itself, and like they kind of light up, and you hear that like a actual like animal bark, as kind of a warning bark that someone is here. And you hear a voice like, "Oh, and what are you?" What do you do?
Sir, Giles is going to turn over, sort of look at what's happening, and sort of call out, it's like, who goes there?
You see, give me one sec. You see a halfling, man, kind of looking over at you like, woo. Sorry, don't mind me. I was just admiring your ship. Is it what is this yours? Is this yours?
Well, it's a work in progress, but yeah, I can happily call it mine, thankfully.
Oh, nice. You see the halfling kind of just has like blonde hair, hazel eyes, kind of flat nose, kind of just very like narrow kind of face. It's like, oh well, is there but you're working on the ship by yourself? And sorry, not sorry to be rude. My name's Isid.
Esid, you said?
Yeah.
Ah,
I just
Giles.
just stopping through the Sanders and Co. and I was just wanting to admiring some of the ships here.
oh, well, yeah, you know, Dry Docks is it's a lovely place to, you know, see things literally get built from the ground up, you know. There's some other really prime stuff if you haven't been to the actual docks yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
feel free to look around.
I can look around at the ship if you don't mind.
No, yeah, by all means, go right ahead. You know, I'm sort of here. Well, at this current moment, sort of working by myself, but you know, I got a couple helpers here.
Oh, nice,
help
nice.
me out.
And you see, he said, kind of like look around the ship's like, oh, a wasp ship. I haven't seen one of these in a long time. Nice, they're fast, nice and fast ships.
Yeah.
You you needs a little work with the legs, but you've done a lot of work to it. As he's like examining the hull, I need you, Giles, to give me another perception check here. 14. As you look, not, you know, Esid, he's like kind of looking around the ship and like kind of like has a smile on his face, kind of like, you know, just like examining your ship, kind of, you know, gawking at some of the things. Like, oh, it's nice work you did. As you look at Willow, I need you to roll me an Arcana from Willow here.
Arcana from Willow. Alrighty.
Yeah. DC here, probably about the same, probably a 14.
Okay. Let's see. Just an intelligence roll, I guess, then? Or... is on
Yeah, just intelligence roll, that's right. Yeah.
Oof. Pain.
A 10 is not so great.
Will Giles
You
note that
well-
Willow is trying to do something?
Yes, I think with the 14, you notice Willow is looking at Esid very carefully. Like, you see a look of confusion eyeing Esid. Like, there's something on the tip of their memory, like they're trying to remember something about Esid. And as you notice Willow acting strange, I say with that 14, as
Right.
eyeing Esid, like, oh yes, pretty nice ship you have.
Do you think Giles would perhaps do you think you'd be able to like perhaps roll an Arcana
Yes,
if he's noticing Willow sort
you
of
may.
try
You
to
may.
poke-
I think first off, give me like a stealth here, as like you're trying to like kind of sneakily kind of eye this person carefully. So just give me just a stealth. So 18 is really good. I'm just gonna roll perception real quick.
Where are you?
Near in the dry docks in the Sanders and Co hangar,
I'm like basically like right outside
right outside the ship.
right outside the ship, right outside the entrance to it, I guess. Yeah.
Mhm. They look at you like, everything okay? Oh, sorry, Giles, right? That's what you said your name was?
Yeah.
Everything all right?
Yeah. No, I'm just sorry. It's like I'm sort of more or less just trying to think on like what else I need to do to
No. Sorry, take your time. I'm sorry. I'm in the way. Sorry. I'm in
yeah,
the way.
no
admiring-
worries.
I'm in
No
the way
worries.
admiring. Give me an Arcana roll right now, Giles. 16.
We like 16.
You look
You're
at
like 16.
you look at Willow again, and you see Willow kind of Willow's acting weird, and you kind of hone in on that again, and Willow looks again, and you see Willow have a surprise look and kind of reel back and move toward your shoulder, kind of moving close to you like they're scared. What do you do in this moment?
um uh hmm. I'm gonna sort of like I'm gonna sort of tell what was his name again?
Isid.
Isid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Isid it's like, here, just give me a moment. I'm just gonna need to grab a couple more pieces of wood. You can still hang around and sort of look at things.
I'm gonna have Isid make a roll here. He adds. I'm gonna see. He adds to this roll. The insight is what he's gonna roll. That's a 3. As you kind of say, like, yeah, I'm gonna go in and move. This. He'll look at you like, oh yeah, sure enough. Sure enough. I'm like I said, don't mind me. I'm the one in the way. I'm the one in the way.
Yeah, of course. Well, either way, I don't want to sort of interrupt your viewing. Of course.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I'll be right back.
Oh, all right, Giles.
And then I'm going to I'm going to go sort of out of sight and a bit a ways, sort of going to at least like sort of, I don't know, some sort of corner of the dry docks that has like, like sort of odds and ends.
Yeah.
Of
I think
pieces and parts
you
and
can,
stuff.
You can find that easily. You can like go even in Sanders and Go. You can find like a little like turn around the corner and like kind of do that.
And of course Willow will sort of come follow me. I'm gonna sort of, when we're sort of situated, I'm gonna sort of go to Will. It's like, what do you remember, or what do you
I think
what
you
do you
hear
recall, Willow?
you get that feeling of danger. And as you're like you step away, so you hear footsteps coming toward you. And you hear a voice.
Okay, go on.
You hear, it's like, like it's sucking, like, someone sucking their teeth, like, jeez, I figured that little thing was Feyborn, isn't it? It saw me, didn't it? What do you do when the being says that?
How far away are they from me at this sort of point in time
They're
when they said that?
probably like 15 feet away from you.
15 feet. I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna roll deception.
Yeah, sure.
Just gonna be like, what are you talking about, dude? I'm just trying to get some supplies here.
Yeah. It's not gonna cut it. As they walk to where you are, turning the corner is not a halfling man anymore. You see like a 5'9" individual with gray skin and shoulder length white hair, kind of black black marks around their eyes. They're wearing like leather armor, and you see on their right forearm there's a tattoo. They kind of put their hair back like, jeez. I just wanted to take a look at ships. Have a little fun. But another fey creature watching me? Where do you come from? As it's like talking toward Willow. You see it. You've heard of these before, I think. There's a changeling in front of you.
Mm.
And that tattoo is for Hellscream. It's like, jeez. Oh, I guess my cover's blown. Giles, was it? I don't mean any harm. As they kind of are smiling toward you. I don't mean you any harm. I just you know, was interested in what was back here.
Listen, penis, was it? I'm gonna
Oh, what?
I'm just gonna state this right now, buddy. Let's just pretend we've never met. We've never met, and we go our own separate ways, and you just fuck off.
Fair enough. And you see that they look at your ship again like, this ship's not going anywhere without a spell jamming helm. Thought you might be interested in where to get one, but as they like are looking in like the porthole, kind of, I think from where you are standing, you see on their kind of belt a holstered hand axe, like, and you can see that it's like pure black hand axe, and you see that also to their right is 3 wands, holstered. Like, well, I guess you'll sort it out. Have a good one.
Yeah, I am.
Giles.
Thank you.
They
Don't
give
say
you-
my name again, but thank you.
They give you a slight bow, and they leave. And you see Willow is like hiding behind you a bit the whole time. And they leave the dry dock. Kind of eye some of the other ships to you, and they're like, huh. And they head. You see that they leave out of Sanders and go and head in the direction of the docks.
I'm gonna go straight into like the head office of Sanders and Co. and see if what was her name?
Missy, right?
Missy. See if Missy was there.
Yeah. Missy is there. Kind of like they kind of look up like, guys, what's going on? Everything all right?
No. Listen, I'm gonna just sort of tell you, right? I'm not gonna. This isn't like a thing to sort of like hem and haw about. You know, of course, and again, this is your sort of establishment, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying from my experience. Listen, I sort of ran across an individual who was a part of the. What was the name of the thing for the tattoo?
Hellscream and the pirates.
Hellscream.
You see
Ran
her get
across-
really serious, like, in here? Why are they being
In
here?
here. They were a changeling. They were in here.
I mean, I didn't see anyone like that.
Well, if you hear the name Enos being thrown around, kick him to the curb. Just kill on sight, honestly. Because Willow is nearly sort of like gone because of this individual.
Okay, well, you guys see her kind of like a little surprised, like, all right, I'll make sure the boys they know about it. Sure, Bruce and the boys know about it.
Thank you. Yeah. Nothing. It's the guy left anyway. After I sort of encountered them, but yeah, just a word of warning, I guess.
It's nice, guys. Are you done working for a day? Are you
I mean, I still need to finish up some trim pieces and stuff.
all right? Well, I'll just let
I-
me know when you're finishing up. She's in the
Yeah.
office. She's kind of has some paperwork stuff.
Yeah,
Just
that's
let me
fine.
know. Let me know when you're finishing up.
Yeah.
We'll make sure security's real tight.
All right. Great. Thanks, Missy.
No
Yeah,
problem,
and
guys.
if I guess you hear a bit of a commotion, yeah, you know what's happening. So
All right. And you kind of leave from Missy's kind of office, heading back to the ship. I think, was there anything else Giles was doing after you finish up whatever kind of finishing touches you wanted to do here? I think since you are doing a few things, not major projects, but give me a roll for this. Yeah, we already did one for today, but I will say that since you are continuing to work here, what I will say is the same kind of rules apply. You'll give yourself 1 point of exhaustion for pushing, which is, we're doing kind of 2024 rules for exhaustion, where you just take a minus on all your checks, -1 on all your checks.
okay.
So you can
So
roll.
like if I roll like a 17, it'd be a 16.
16,
you're
yes,
saying,
and
right?
that's for
Yeah,
any
okay.
kind of any ability check, anything like that. All you get a
Okay.
-1. It kind of goes into until 10, and 10 is where things, that's when you're in danger zone. You could possibly die from exhaustion.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So just give me a roll here. Same roll as always, d20 plus 6. You're just doing some trim stuff, so this is probably gonna be pretty simple, like a 15 or so, 15, 14 range. Oh, 14 is great. You finish up some those touches, work for a couple more hours, being extra careful, and watching that, having a person just looking at your ship and randomly seemed strange. You finish, and I will say we'll move the clock 1 space.
We're halfway there.
We're halfway
Wow.
there. Whoa. At the end of this work, you see Willow and Kettle are here. And I think about this time, it's been, those couple of hours roll by. We move forward in time as you finish and work on the ship. It's about 6:30. You've gotten some of the smaller things done for the ship. Now it's, major projects like the legs, the stabilizing tail, and the sail wings that need to be worked on. As you're here finishing, we move. Was there any place that Giles wanted to go from here, as Missy kind of like calling for some of the other guys to lock up, and you see her talking with Bruce, the bugbear gentleman. He's like, "I'm from Hellscream? Really? Why would they be here? Like, we'll make sure we lock up tight. Maybe have someone here. Do you want me to alert the Magisters?" Like, I think you just hear the conversation as you walk by. He's like, "No, I wouldn't worry about the Magisters or anything like that. We can handle it here. Just be extra vigilant." And as you kind of walk past that conversation, where does Giles go to? Your friends have been out that whole time. You know that they
Yeah.
were heading somewhere toward the Great Market. Was like the last thing was like they were going to meet up there. But it's way past that time now.
Yeah. I think I'm still just gonna go to. I'm still gonna go to the Great Market. I think.
Yeah, sure.
Just
Yeah, you
sort of
you
like-
head up from Round Street to from Anchor up to Grand. As we move back over to the Man of War, moving back into honestly moving on to Albatross, if I'm not mistaken, Albatross Alley. Where the auction house is. So it was going to be Demi and Morn moving here, correct? Hello?
They died.
They're gone.
I'm here.
Cool.
Dylan,
Yeah.
what's up?
Well, what is everyone Man of War team? What are you doing? Just trying to move into the scene of where you guys are.
Well, weren't we heading over to the auction house?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And-
it's on Albatross
yeah.
Way. No, it's on Albatross Way. Or Albatross Alley. Sorry.
Yeah, so the idea was that me, Demi are going in. Everyone else, were Autumn and Thea coming with, or were you going to go to Giles? I don't know if that was decided or not.
Actually, the auction house is here. This makes more sense. So, head through Albatross Way onto Coaster Street. I know you would.
Thea, Autumn, what are you guys doing? Are you going with us, or are you going to go to the docks and we're going to meet up after?
I think I'm going to the docks, so we meet up after,
I'm
right? Because
also
I'm
gonna
not,
go to the docks.
Okay, cool.
not the best deceiver. So
Okay,
So
So-
we'll be on our best behavior.
so Aerith, Thea, Autumn, heading toward the docks. I'm gonna say that you guys, if we move on Grand Street, you guys bump into Giles, like outside the Great Market, but we're going to follow Morn and Demi here as you head through Albatross Alley onto Kozer Street, heading into kind of the plaza, or a couple of blocks where the Library of Spheres and the auction house are, and among other buildings here. And I think that's where we're going to take our break.
Yeah.
You guys can think about what you guys are going to do.
Word.
All right, we'll be back in a little bit.
It's a
Right.
giant fucking space
Yo.
that they control. Yep.
Hi.
Catching up. The guy.
Catching up.
Oh, do a
Yeah.
little catch up. Good. Did you like that, Ian?
I'm like, god damn, dude. You know, fucking. Dude, my brain is like working at 50% right now. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're perfectly fine. Yeah, it's
Also,
like
hold on, above table actually
Yes.
is that the first encounter the party, or at least in some extent, has encountered the pirates, or
no. That's the first
no.
time Giles had, but Autumn has had encounters with the pirates.
The Hex. The Heck boys. Yeah.
Yeah, boys.
And that was that discussed in like prior lore to this, like sort of these sessions, or was that discussed last session when I wasn't here, or what?
Well, he
I think
wait.
I think
he
it's been
met-
mentioned that Guile has heard of him.
Yeah, sort of Hellscream. He met Fullery in game last night, right?
Okay.
Or when you guys went to the Red Masks, basically when you guys went to the Red Mask. So
Yeah.
you've heard of that, and obviously Giles has had some interactions with
Yeah.
Hellscream a few times.
Yeah.
And
I was
other
gonna
pirates
say,
as well.
it's like, if I was like, I guess like, what is it? If Isid wasn't gonna try to fucking murder Willow, I would have perhaps tried to draw more, like sort of like history checks out of it, you know,
For
and
sure.
information, you know. But yeah.
Yeah, I think a little behind the curtain. I think they were just mostly probably surprised that like
Yeah.
there was another Fae being here.
Yeah.
Because there's no, if you didn't have Willow, you would have never known.
Yeah. Right.
You
Right.
would have never known. Oh, that's just a little DM nugget for you. That's why I was like,
Your TM Nugget has been sponsored by Squarespace.
It's sponsored by Squarespace. You want to learn something new? You want to get your website up? No, but yeah, that's why I was kind of like weary of like, oh, do I run this scenario? I mean, he rolled kind of low. But yeah, no, don't worry about me. We're just little plotters over here. But as we return,
This dumb as fuck plan is sponsored by Brilliant.org.
very truly, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. As you turn to Kozar Street, Morn and Demi, we follow you as you walk past this kind of nice kind of alchemist shop. Here, the very same one that you broke into when you were much younger. Walking past, you can see the Library of Spheres in the distance, still open, still all like the torches and everything on for the library, kind of magical lights around. As you turn the corner, though, you get to the Grand Auction House here at the edge of, High City, Middle City.
Let's
Step-
be perfectly real before we go into this. Are we going to spend more than 30 minutes on this conversation?
Hopefully not.
We're gonna spend an hour and 50 minutes on this
The fuck
conversation.
is
Yeah,
Hear that? I'm getting haunted.
It's like
You're not there, Kyle. Shut up.
it's like he's still here with us.
It's
Still hear his voice. All right. I mean,
Use the flathead.
Giles is Professor Oak. He's like, it's not the time to use that.
Yeah, truly.
Cast Disguise Self. This is not. There's a time and a place for everything. As you step in to the auction house,
Yes,
and you
the
know,
only alterations I've made or have attempted to make with the disguise kit when we were up in the Man of War is I did try to recreate the little tentacle bracelet tattoo.
Yes.
That's hidden underneath my right arm with the glove on it. I'm
For sure.
gonna reveal it if I want to. And
Yeah.
then I also tried to like cover up the scar on my face.
Yeah, give me this would be either stealth or deception. You add whatever your score is plus your efficiency bonus because you're using the disguise kit here.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's
deception or stealth?
yes, deception or stealth. Your choice.
Okay. Stealth.
Sure.
11 plus 6 plus 2. Cool. We're rocking with 19.
19. Perfect. Yeah, you copy the tattoo carefully and kind of get that settled. Handle everything else with your disguise as you head into the auction house. We kind of get that almost like the action scene flashback of like everything you did to prepare to get as you step through the door. Demi, who do you
Nice movie describing what you're doing as it's happening.
truly as you step through, who are you disguised as you step through the door with Morn?
A high elf.
Okay, yeah.
I look like a butler. Let's be honest.
Yes.
But a high elf, probably like a female high elf.
For sure. As you step in to
Really like high elf preset 1, so it's no trace.
Yeah.
one sec.
I'll give you 2.
1, 2.
All right, sorry about that. As you step
One's
in,
gonna cost you.
well, we should just move ourselves over to it.
Damn.
It's my head in his hand.
Don't worry about
Creepy
it.
skull, 50 platinum. Creepy
Creepy-
skull.
creepy
Can I
skull.
get 60? Can I get 50? Can I get somebody?
Creepy skull and ghostly lantern. Yeah, can I get 60? 60. Someone's like, here. It's like you see someone. Someone's on message. Yeah.
I'm gonna. Is there like someone up front at the front of the house, like a host
Yeah.
for me to? Cool. I'll walk over towards that like desk or wherever they're at and be like,
Yeah. Yeah. There's just a human man. Pale skin. And brown hair. He's like, hello, welcome to the Grand Auction House. How may I help you?
of Taylor really quick. I forgot who.
Who you were looking for? You?
No, I know it's Addis. Who was the one that we were gonna say sent us here?
Either Betha, an elf, or Nakri, the Dragonborn.
Not Kree, that's the one I was remembering. Cool. Big. Hey, looking for Mr. Addis, I think I was told.
Do you have an appointment?
Oops. No, I don't, but I've sent here by Nakri. He said you might have some of the objects I'm looking for.
Give me a persuasion check here at advantage. And a DC is like 15 here. As like
Well, I rolled a 15 on the die.
Let's go.
perfect.
No negatives.
I
with
think
Plus 5, so dirty 20.
30-20 is sick. As you kind of, if any other situation, you would have had to have an appointment. But at the mention of Madame Nakri's name, Madame Nakri, oh, of course, we can make time for any of her associates. There is an opening, actually in about 5 minutes, if that works for you.
Sure, we'll just wait over here.
Sure.
Gesture towards the crowd.
Creepy skull for creepy skull and ghost lantern for going once, going twice. A skull of a king from they. For somewhere on the forgot, somewhere from Sword
Someone
Coast.
for fuck if I know.
Yeah, so, exactly. It's like Sword Coast Stone.
Who the
Yeah.
hell knows where this is from?
You see the pseudo dragon next to him kind of like grab the grab one of the pieces of paper, and he's like, oh, okay, well, but as you kind of wait here, just give me a perception check as you're in this space, this like main space. You can see like just one of the auction halls here, that this one's like open to you, that you can see. It's like near the main area.
16.
16, okay. Demi, if you would.
Sorry, I'm putting my dice on trial.
And putting it in through the witch trials. So true. When your dice are bad.
How do you plea?
Well,
It's
I needed
guilty.
my material dice, which are the metal ones, but they're both in dice jail, so I had to figure out if they were both repentant. Natural 20. Holy
Natural
shit.
20. They have repented.
They've been
Honestly,
pardoned.
They're not witches.
Mistrial.
What was it was a perception?
Perception.
Yeah.
Yes.
23.
Cool. Lauren, you look around. Seems to be just bustling auction house. You know that this main room's open, but you can see that there's more. There's other rooms and like offices in this space. Demi, however, with a natural 20, a total of what, 23, correct?
Yeah.
You see within this hall space a familiar face to you. You see one Jezebel Honor in this main space, leaning up against the wall, as the man is sold that, you know, the king's, you know, the king's skull, this like beautiful, you know, crafted item. You see her kind of sitting with kind of a glass of wine, kind of like puts it down, just leaned up against one of the walls here, kind of eyeing the place carefully. She hasn't noticed you yet, but she's eyeing just like the room in general.
Sorry, I don't look like me.
No, you don't. Say 5 minutes passes, another item comes up on the docket. Here as the kind of dwarven auction.
Is she sort of like undercover cop guarding the whole space, or does she seem to be paying attention to anyone in particular here?
She
like,
seemed on the
providing
it's natural
guard.
20, so I will give you a little bit here. From what you see, she's not like guarding the space like, you know, she's part of this place. It seems like she is looking for someone here, like looking for someone in particular. Like she's watching each of these people within this area, looking for someone, it seems. It's the
She's on a
vibe.
stakeout.
Yes.
Okay. Just as we're like sitting here waiting, you know, I'm this high elf, just in like a waistcoat, short tuxedo, all in the like gray space. I will just sort of like slightly bow and lean in towards more like, so the Goliath that I framed for killing at least 2 of the red masks is over there. It seems like she's not here guarding the space, but more like on a stakeout for someone in particular, and they haven't showed up yet. And I will straighten back up.
Just kind of nod. Response.
Excuse me.
Just take note. Okay.
Can
Yep.
I what was your name? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Oh, sorry. Phoenix Upside.
You gotta stop. um, okay, Mr. Upside. I will take you to Mr. Addis's office. Just follow me. You move past kind of this auction hall, moving toward the where the offices are, heading up some stairs, kind of some like grand stairs, going down a hallway. There's like, you know, these like faux kind of like statues and things around, heading past where you know the real business goes down. You may see things in the front of the auction house, but these offices are where the actual deals happen. As you move past this kind of large hallway, take a right. You kind of see the man stop in front of the door. He's like, he will see you. Kind of opens the door. It's like, hey, Mr. Upside, and his attendant. Is he?
Walk through the doorway.
You walk in. You see kind of a grand office. You see a human man. Dark skin, kind of short, kind of beard, kind of well trimmed beard. He kind of has, you know, almost actually he's fully kind of bald. He you see kind of there's like a hat on one of like the chairs. He's wearing very nice kind of fine robes. Like, welcome. I trust Madame Nokri has finally considered my offer. She has sent you. Please, sit down.
Is there anyone else in here?
No, there is not.
Nice.
You did pass. Well, no, you did pass some other offices and things along the way here.
I'm assuming the host person that took us here also left as well.
Yes, they did.
Or are they still here? All right.
Yes, they did. They shut the door. Yeah.
No reason.
Sure.
I'll just take a seat across from him.
May I interest you in a drink of anything, brandy, scotch, anything of that nature?
Perhaps once our business is concluded.
I see. She has sent a smart gentleman. My last offer to her was refused, so I don't think she would consider this, but I see people do change their tune. Was there a particular item that she was interested in, or something that she wanted to house at the location?
Yeah, I thought the same as you that we were kind of going to move on, do business elsewhere, but out of the blue, she suddenly was just obsessed with the like red cape thing. I can't remember what she called it. The shroud.
Scarlet Shroud.
Scarlet Shroud. Thank you.
Give me an insight check.
That's my 90th 11 on the dice today for a 18.
Back in dice jail.
Back in dice jail. Go there.
18.
18's not bad. You see him look kind of taken aback a bit, like, Scarlet Shroud, you say?
Apparently
Unfortunate.
it caught her eye.
I see. I'm unsure how it caught her eye. But that's That was sold 2 months ago. So I unfortunately don't know how she heard about it, but unfortunately I cannot offer her that. But plenty of other
I lean down to Morn and whisper something to him, but I don't break eye contact with Addis, and I don't really say anything. It really doesn't mean anything. I'm just whispering, and then I straighten back up.
I kind of look over my shoulder and a little too loud say, "You're sure?"
Very.
Like I said, I can interest her in other items, but the Scarlet Shroud is no longer on the market, unfortunately.
Insight check.
Sure,
You
go
know
ahead.
that they picked it up less than 2 months ago.
Mm. I mean, you
Yeah.
can catch his vibe. Sure, go ahead.
I mean, I'm gonna fight for it. My life.
Insight
Do
check
I,
him
do I have
anyway.
it? Do I have advantage? Because I know that he's fucking lying.
It doesn't matter what Demi said when they leaned in, but it would have been to the effect of, we just asked the Hobgoblin about the Scarlet Shroud, and they bought it like less than a month ago. It was a couple of weeks at most.
Yeah, I think. Give me a roll. This won't be to like see if he's lying about the shroud, because you already know that it's sold. But it will be, I think, if you're trying to read like body language things. Here.
All right, I'll just do him. Well, no, sorry.
12?
13.
13? Hard to read in this moment. He kind of is looking at you very, like looking almost. He sits down, right? He's like kind of at your level here. But, he's kind of looking at you very like, kind of, nose turned up, kind of like looking like, I can always interest you. Like I said, interest Madame Nockery in something else. Was there anything else in particular she was looking for? And you said your name was Mr.
Upside.
Upside. Yeah.
Yes.
You see him write your name down. Well, Mr. Upside. There's many other things. If there was an item that she needed to say, she didn't want someone to know that
This may be
she
out of
had.
turn, and correct me if I'm speaking beyond my station, Master, but
Please.
I was under the impression from the discussions that we'd had that Monsieur Attis had been having trouble offloading his wares.
Trouble. I do not know what gossip you had
To
been.
have sold an item is acquired in the last month and a half. 2 months ago seems remarkable. Fantastic, even.
Marvel.
You should tell us how you've done it.
How I did what now? How I
A rising tide does raise all ships, after
I am a smart man who has his
telling
hand.
before you bought is quite smart indeed.
I was at the right struck at the right time in the right place, and I
Mr. Addis, I'll be plain. There's no other object of interest at the moment. You
None whatsoever.
could just direct me to who you sold it. I will report back, and we can continue our business with them instead.
I unfortunately cannot say. In this moment, if you want any charisma-based check here. He seems very closed off. Turn your name down. I think give me a perception check too, as well as you're kind of pushing him.
We'll make a perception check before I do.
For sure.
14.
Also quick.
My perception's also 14.
You see him head toward the, kind of stand up from his chair, move toward one of like the, items within the chamber, kind of like he's fiddling with something. And on a 4, you know that this is not just a random item. It's a magic item. And you see him kind of like fiddling with it. It looks like almost like a bell.
Caution.
And he kind of fiddles with it, kind of rings it a little bit, and he kind of sets it back down. And on a 14, you know that that item triggered something. Well,
I should have done what I wanted to first. That's okay.
Now what?
Does he come back over here?
Yeah, he comes back over here. He kind of like fiddles with it, and he's like talking as he's doing this. But with that perception check, you notice that this was like a deliberate thing. He's like, oh, well, I
don't want to say what Morin's doing, but I think as this attendant, I'm just looking down my nose at Ash, holding this chest, which I'm implying is holding the gold we were prepared to offer.
I'll get up to meet them as they're walking back and extend an arm and be like, oh, I'm sorry that it fell through. I'll appreciate you being upfront and to the point.
Tell her that I will see her, and I will tell her about you, that you are kind and made the attempt, Mr. Upside.
Did he put the bell down?
Yeah, he
So
put
he
it
went
like
over there, ringed it, and then came back.
Yeah, he went over there, kind of like fiddled with it. It didn't make any sound, by the way. He just kind of like, it looks like a bell. And he just kind of like rung it, like fiddled it within his hand. If you didn't notice it, you would just thought he was just like playing with an eye, like one of his many items in his, in his office.
15 seconds.
It's like, but tell her that maybe he will meet with her personally.
I'm gonna gesture towards it, to the bell, and get him to try to look over that direction. Be like, just out of curiosity, what were you fiddling with? I couldn't quite make it out.
It's this item, this whole thing.
Does he look over there?
He does, yeah. This old thing.
I'm gonna grapple him.
I'm going for the door.
Figured that would be the case.
As I grapple him and you move towards the door, I say chair.
All right.
To get you to bar the door.
Oh, I'm barring the door for sure.
Yeah.
Covering
the mouth.
I need you.
Knife out. See how this goes.
How do I want to do this?
How do you want to do this? What am I rolling?
Well, we'll do the simple way. Give me an attack roll here. He is he's just a regular guy, not wearing any
correct.
Not wearing any armor, so this should be fairly easy to do.
It should be, but
So just give me
Does-
an unarmed strike attack, basically with with your strength.
Yeah, I did not roll good though. Is the thing. That's too bad. 11.
Woof.
He has no armor. Go beat him.
No armor. AC is only 10, so you do beat it by 1. If he had leather armor, this would have been a different story. But, very basic kind of nobleman stats. A 10 does do it. He's like, no, what are you doing?
No, hand over mouth, knife to throat.
I jam a chair under the door handle first of all, and then I look and see if it locked. If there's any sort of like.
There is no kind of locking mechanism on this door. No.
Okay.
We're in a bit of a
Then-
hurry.
Yeah, jam a chair under there, and then I'm gonna go ring the bell another 3 times.
All right. What I will say is,
Yeah. My worst nightmare. A clock.
Let's go.
We've got a good old 24 seconds.
and you already know it has 1 tick in it already.
All right, we got 18 seconds.
Yep.
I hit him with a "we're in a hurry."
Yeah. Okay. What are you guys
His
doing?
hand's still over his mouth.
Yes, it is.
Uh,
He's like, you can see him protesting a little bit.
Will do whatever it takes to acquire this object. Really don't care about you or what happens to you. All I need is names, and I'm gone, and you'll never see me ever again.
You release him here. He kind of gives you eyes looks at Demi, Disguise looks at you, and he's like, kind of gives you a nod. Okay, give
Does he
me
have a
actually
pen
intimidation.
and paper on his
Intimidation.
desk?
What's up?
I'll give you an Go ahead.
What did you say, Demi? Sorry.
Does he have a pen and paper on his desk?
Yeah, he wrote down the name.
That's true. Yeah, I take the pen and paper and put it back in his hand.
Give me an intimidation check here.
But yeah, pushing the knife a little bit into his.
Yep. We could say advantage if you're essentially giving him the help action, Demi.
As I put the pen and paper back in his hand, I will just whisper in his ear. Names.
What'd you roll?
You said advantage?
Yes.
Natalie.
Natalie, 20.
10 twice. 20.
For a total of
This is a
For a total of-
intimidation for a total of 23.
23. Okay. He gives you a nod. See him kind of breathe, a little bead of sweat. He writes down a name. And the name is Wynn Veray.
Wen Veray.
Wynn. Wynn. Veray. After that intimidation, though,
I take the pen and paper back. I take the piece that we used and I put the paper and pen back on his desk. And from the desk, walking back toward the door, just say, you should consider hiring some businessmen. Neither Nokri nor Betha were at all interested in any of your work.
You see him like look a little mad, kind of his brown eyes look toward you. Morn, what are you doing in this moment?
It's like, I'm gonna tell him, all right, we're gonna play a little game, and I'm gonna remove one of the pillow cushions and shove his head into the couch and put the other pillow cushion on it, and I'm running out the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kick the chair out of the way and hold the door open.
Yeah, we will consider this, doing the intimidation check together. We'll consider that one turn. We'll consider both you guys doing this thing one turn as well. Getting out of here. I need an athletics, though, to run out of this place unimpeded. Actually, as you're running here, give me the athletics checks and then I'll resolve all the stuff. Sorry, give me 10. Okay.
What I was gonna do is, all right. So I guess I'll roll the athletics to see how far we even get before.
For sure.
Try this.
Yes.
Okay. Also a 10.
Wow.
I have nothing. I have no modifier to strength, so just a 10 on the die.
You guys get to the out past the hallways, get out here. You get into the main auction hall. There's still a bit more coverage you have to do here.
I'm gonna, as we get here, I'm gonna wipe the makeup off my face, get the scar back, take off the hat, pass it to Demi to put it in her purse.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think, Demi, as you look over and grab the hat, you see Jezebel clock Morn. Right, because you're still disguised, correct?
For now.
Yeah. You see her clock Morn, kind of looks surprised. She looks and sees where you guys came from and kind of starts heading your way.
I take the hat, turn toward Jezebel, and just hold a finger over.
What are you doing now?
Doing a
As we do the handoff, I take the hat. Morn is flipping the disguise.
Yeah.
I just make a big gesture specifically to Jezebel, shh.
Okay. Yeah,
jacket's off, just holding it over the shoulder, and I'm gonna basically try to just stealth my way out of here.
Sure. I think at this point you can hear the movement of people chasing after you.
Chasing after us. Okay.
Further past the door down the hall.
You can already hear from not from that hallway, from another hallway,
All right.
within
Question.
the
How
building.
crowded is the main hall that we're in now?
Probably. I'll roll for it. We can always roll for it.
Roll high.
There, I would say this is a big number. I did it in a very dumb way. Within the building space, there's 42 people, right? In this main hall, there's about half that here. So the other 21 people are staff and general. Those people are in the offices and side kind of alleyways. But in this main area, 21.
Good shit. My bag is off my shoulders. Hat's in it. I hand it and my jacket to Morn and take his jacket.
Perfect.
And then we split.
Okay,
Opposite sides of this crowd.
Okay, so I'm going to need whatever the appropriate roles for this. This is a very tense situation, so this is going to be very mildly difficult.
Final piece of what I'm going to do is I'm taking the sash off and tying it around my head like a bandana,
Okay.
like a paragon.
Yeah, so
Dr.
whatever
Lim.
roles you think you're going to do in this situation, you may do so. As long as you explain what you're doing. The DC is going to be very tense, so DC is going to be pretty tough here. I'm thinking ballpark in DC 17, 18 range. For whatever checks you're going to do here.
Okay. I take my jacket and the bag and send it with Morn.
Okay.
And take his jacket, and as I throw it on, I'm shifting high elf, half elf.
Okay.
And just sort of like duck next to somebody as I, big arms throw this jacket on, and then I'm gonna do a. Holy shit! I take a little bit more heat than I want. I was gonna try and do just a performance, but it really doesn't matter because I rolled a 4 on the die.
Okay,
So
Morn.
I'm going for stealth
Okay.
with an 18 on the die for a 24.
Oh man, that's such a mixed success. Man, it's such a mixed success. What I'll say
Yeah.
is you do the clock does tick forward. However, you do manage to exit the building. But the guards are on your tail. Behind you, there are 5 guards. And behind them is a bugbear and one of those lizard folk that you saw before, a Cicerone, kind of yellow scaled lizard folk, chasing after you onto the streets, onto Kozar Street.
I'm not running. I'm just walking.
All right. I'm also just walking, but I'm also
Different directions.
I'm gonna reach into my pouch and just untie the top of this bag and twist it upside down and just drop 1,000 ball bearings behind me
Jesus Christ.
at the front of the door as we leave.
They need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I guess DC 10 dexterity. Yeah.
Okay. I will roll for these guards. These guards
5 ball
add.
bearings.
You want left or right?
Let's see. I'm going right out the door towards. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go right.
Okay. They didn't clock. Let me check. The 4 on the performance.
It was bad. I
Yeah, they do clock
made a
both
whole
of you.
show of it. I elbowed somebody in the crowd. I was,
They do clock you. Like the guards are going to, roll or be the first ones affected by these. The efficacy is going to be lessened for the 2 behind them, if that makes sense. But all the guards, they had a +1 to dexterity. They need to be at a 10, correct?
Yes.
it's more than that, right?
It's
check.
just DC 10.
Wow, that's amazing.
All right.
What's
Here's
the DC on
Well,
Caltrop?
it's like the thing is about it is that like they cover a big area, so it's like they'll have to roll that check several times.
yeah.
For sure.
So the first, as they go through, like the first few
Caltrop's
stairs,
DC 15 though.
Yeah, I don't have caltrops.
as they go through the first ones, it's 16 as they get through. We say
It's
the,
on
the
the shopping list.
first wave. So I'm gonna roll twice for these guards here, to be a friendly
They
game.
have half speed.
They have half speed going through.
Or
Okay.
no, sorry. Sorry, it's a. Never mind. You're good.
Okay.
That's wrong. I misread it.
So first success as they go through. The ones behind them kind of are extra careful. They're gonna roll one more time for the guards here.
Yeah, the point is if they know about it, they can move at half speed, not.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah. The Cicerone and the Bugbear are going to move half speed. The other, the guards though are going to be knocked prone here, as they went through the first step, made it through, got to the other section of ball bearings, started tripping. They're all knocked prone, correct?
yes.
But the Cicerone and the Bugbear make it through for free, basically. As all
Yeah,
all 5 of
just
us.
slow.
Yeah.
And we're dashing, obviously.
all 5 of the guards fall. The
I'm not
bugbear.
dashing. I continue to walk left down Kozar Street. I assume you're going right up to Noble or whatever.
Yeah.
But
That
I'm just
direction.
walking, and as I get up to this, I just shout to no one in particular down the street that I quote unquote see. Oh, hello, Eunice. It's good to see you. And I pick up my pace a little bit, but not run. Just like, oh, I've seen some.
Yeah.
I'm dashing.
Here's what's gonna happen. After they stand up,
Did they make me as well with the
Yes.
group save? Yeah,
Yes, they did.
So yeah, I'm dashing.
after they stand up, they're going to chase after you. They're going to have to split here as you run. The bugbear.
I have 35 speed, so yeah, I'll be hitting 70 every dash.
The bugbear.
Do I see that they've split forces?
Yes. What's
Okay.
going to happen is that the bugbear is going to take 2 guards with him, and the Ciceron is going to take 3 toward Demi. The bugbear can catch up with you if I'm not mistaken on the dash. Let me check real quick. He's about 10 feet out from you, basically.
I mean,
Chasing
in
after you.
theory, he had to go half speed through the ball bearings.
For sure.
So I'm at least 20 feet ahead.
For sure. Is there anything you guys do? Any destination you guys are headed toward? These guys are going to chase after you, for sure. We are, as your friendly DM, we are very close to initiative. We're right on the
I-
I'm
cusp.
going to lose the guys that are chasing after me. There's no shot that can follow me. As soon as I turn Kozar and get behind across the street,
You're cutting out a little bit.
I don't know how much you heard, but there's no shot these men can follow. As soon as I break eye contact, I'm teleporting across the street and changing disguises.
Okay.
The path I'm gonna take. Can we go to the map really quick, of Brawl, so I can see if the path that I want to take actually makes sense?
Look at the line he
down there.
takes.
Yeah. So I'm going this way towards Noble Street,
Noble
and I
Street.
want to loop back around the top towards Kozar as well, and
Oh, so you left
Right.
out. You left out here toward Noble, and then are going back to here. I see.
And yes,
I
and
see.
Demi went straight to Kozar.
Lauren's out this way. I went this way, and
Yeah,
I'm
so you
just
went straight to
walking.
Kozar
But
Street.
as soon
Did you
as
go-
I
did you go
break
to-
eye contact around this,
You went to
teleporting
Albatross?
up into this block.
Oh, into there. Okay, cool.
I think like the way I would do it actually isn't going straight to Kozar because I could bump into the guards. Is I would go up towards this like gate here onto
okay.
guardhouse.
No, for sure. Stay on Noble.
Okay.
And see how far this takes. I mean, I'm
So-
just dashing every turn.
You say there's no shot that they can find you, but I'm gonna need a
If
stealth.
I can teleport, I can break line of sight, and if I can break line of sight,
For
there's no way
sure.
for them to follow
For
me.
sure, but disguising yourself doesn't do anything about like
Right.
smell, right, or tracking, correct?
Sure. If they can pick that up 30 feet away
For sure. We shall see.
in the wrong direction,
We'll figure it out. Give me a stealth, though. Give me a stealth. And I would say, advantage per se, I guess.
Perchance.
Perchance.
both in fucking dice jail. What was the high one? That was 14.
Okay. The Ciceron looks down kind of at the ground.
we turn this corner as I get around to the front of the big building, and I'm making a shoving and picking up the pace, and then disappear. It's like the old video game or anime like hand where like and then gone.
For sure. You see the sister on. I think we see that pan of you do that. He kind of looks down at the ground with the 3 guards. To kind of find you. We'll see. You see him look down at the ground, kind of smell the dirt, and kind of like, I kind of make a vocalization and kind of point them to kind of sweep the area. It doesn't seem like he has any lead on where you are. But they have kind of moved onto Albatross Alley and are kind of trying to sweep the area for you. As we move over to Morn running on Noble, the bugbear is in full sprint. He sees you. He is hauling ass towards you. The other 2 guards are kind of behind him, basically.
Yeah, I'm just dashing.
Yeah, sure.
Every turn.
Yeah, give me an athletics here. Actually, 19? Okay, sure. Just gonna try this. As the bugbear, you see the bugbear start running after you, and you turn onto the street up here. Where are you heading toward? Here.
I'm gonna.
You said Char House, correct?
You know what? I'm making my way to the
Nobody
forest.
said that.
I said I was gonna go into Chart House, but I'm just gonna keep heading up Noble and go to the park.
Okay, sure.
That's my goal.
On a 21, he's chasing you. He's all lit up.
Sure.
The guards, though, we'll roll for the guards. Guards might be a little behind here. Yeah, the guards. He kind of leaves the guards behind on Noble Street. They are following, but not maybe at the same pace that he is. As you turn the corner to Grand and head toward the park. Demi, where are you?
My first teleport was up to the roofs of this first block on Albatross Alley, and I stayed on the roofs as long as jumping from rooftop to rooftop, headed north until probably the turnoff Albatross and Chart House.
Okay.
Where I would just teleport down. No, I'll stay on the rooftops for a little bit. I will drop down, run across Chart House, back up.
Could have got a little bit again.
That's, I guess, on me. I won't use my second. I will drop down from the rooftops.
Okay.
Run across Chart House and try and get back on the roofs on the other.
Okay. So jump down here. These roofs, they're 1 to 2 stories or so. So yeah, I will just need athletics or acrobatics, your choice. Probably acrobatics to avoid.
Natalie.
It's Natalie 20. For sure. You roll, safe roll down.
I'll even say
the
when I teleport the first time, like turn turn onto Kozar's big museum type building and wave. And as soon as I break eye contact with the group chasing me, teleport onto a roof across and just wait there for like a full 2 rounds.
Sure.
And then get up and start running across the roofs. So I'm a full round behind, and I cross charts.
Okay. I'm gonna put one more, so a sweep, a perception check for the guards who are just sweeping Albatross away. Okay. And then the Cicerone. Okay. See the Cicerone not running, but like carefully. You don't see him. You do see the guards looking for you unsuccessfully. They roll a natural 1, but you don't see the Cicerone. Moving up toward Grand, the bugbear is on your tail.
What's the distance?
He rolled a 21 on his athletics. So for right now, he is within 15 of you.
What's the story with this wall?
That is a quite tall wall. I've not thought about that yet. It's probably like a 20-foot 20-foot wall or so. It's truly a divider from middle city to high city. So the noble estates don't see the city, basically.
20 foot, so
It's
5,
enough
10 feet above whatever building's up against it.
for sure.
Okay.
So the moment that we get to Grand Street, like past this wall, I'm
Mhm.
just cutting into the forest right away.
Sure, yeah. Hey, give me a stealth here. Give me a stealth check as you do that.
4, 6, okay. 14, sorry, there's 4. 14 plus 6, 20.
20, cool. The bugbear runs kind of into Gran looking. You see him stop. I think, you don't see this, but we see him stopping at Grand looking for you. You see the guards kind of like kind of huffing it to catch up to him. And he's like, you see him kind of curse and actively like looking for you, like looking through the trees for you, but didn't seem to find you. As
Making my way to the marked trees.
Sure. As Demi, where are you going here? The guards don't seem to find you, but you don't see the Cicerone anywhere. We cut away over to Grand Street of Giles and Thea, Autumn, and and Aerith all like, hey, what's good? Near the hotcake stand, you're like, hey, hotcakes, get your hotcakes.
Just hot cake in it.
Yeah.
About how far have I gotten?
You said you were here and tried to go in here, correct?
That's where I crossed last.
Yeah.
And I was about a round behind Morn.
For sure. So you would probably be somewhere halfway on Char House. Unless you push yourself. It's okay. But your choice. We could say Just give me one more athletics check here.
I will drop down from the roof and then chart house as it connects to Noble and Grand
Okay.
and come around that corner as the Cicerone.
What's up?
As the lizard folk.
Ah, smart.
The elf disappeared in Middle City. You check Grand Street up into High City. And in case they left into the park.
You see the bugbear, like, so you lost them.
I didn't lose them.
You see
They
him,
can't have gone far.
like, shoulder check you.
I dodge it?
Sure. And he'll walk on to back toward Noble, you said, right? Or you said
I
Go
just
toward-
said you go up like towards the lake. Is
Oh,
where
the Lake
I
Street,
would have
okay.
pointed. You
Yeah,
take
yeah,
High
he-
City, I'll take Middle City.
yeah,
Kinda thing.
he'll go with the other two guards, and move up to Lake Street. I would say that at this moment, the other three guards are going to return, and Cicerone is not in sight. So, what are you doing? The three guards are going to be on you in
I will
60 seconds.
I will point at those two that were supposed to be with the person that I'm pretending to be and tell them to double back and check Chart House, Albatross Alley, make sure the High Elf isn't hiding, Kozar Street, any
Give
of
me
that.
Okay, yeah, give me a perception check though.
Perception? Okay.
Mhm.
We will use this one, even though it's been terrible all day. Nat 20.
For sure.
All right. You've earned your place back.
On the corner
Total
of
23.
On the corner of Grant and Park, you see the Cicerone looking at you as him.
Yeah, I just finished making the other two go back into this block.
Yeah,
as
he
quickly as
he
possible.
kind of drops down and full sprints towards you in your direction. You have one chance here to slip.
I imagine I'm making these directions from here.
For sure, yeah.
As soon as the two guards that are with me go back into Chart House Street and Albatross Alley, I will step into this specifically here, teleport onto another roof and drop disguise.
Okay. You see him kind of whip here. Kind of see where you were, kind of look down, kind of look up, and kind of catch probably just a small glimpse of you. You're on like the buildings, correct?
When Demi teleports, it is literally like 3 after images in whatever direction they were moving previously, which you would think is like in the direction of wherever I'm trapped, but it has nothing to do with that. So I just disappear from existence for a couple seconds and then come back wherever I teleported.
You see him kind of looking around. looking at the area you were kind of like. But I mean, honestly, you're probably not even looking at him. But we see him kind of looking at the area as you've slipped him. As you move back toward the others, what are you all doing on as you guys have met on Grand Street? What's going on with you guys? I think you bump into Giles as Giles is walking on Grant. You see Eric like, we were just going to get you, Giles. What's
You can sort of see Giles like a little bit. I guess more disgruntled. If anything, but yeah, Giles is gonna be like, yeah, fine, thank you. Yeah. Anyway, what are you guys up to?
as we stare at Autumn and Thea.
We're walking, you know.
Yeah,
Walking.
cool.
Walking.
Demi and Morn they're not. They're doing much more elaborate things right now. So, but we're just walking.
We're just having a stroll.
We're just walking.
It's a nice day out.
Oh.
Yeah. How you feeling, Thea? By the way.
Not my best. Not my
No?
best.
So
No.
Okay.
No, not great.
Why aren't you feeling
Kinda-
your best?
Well, it's just.
Well,
a heavy day
nothing.
for-
Autumn just told me that I'm destined to die. And...
You know, we fixed it. It's fixed.
Did we fix it?
Kind of. For now.
Did we?
For now.
Fixing it probably wouldn't be the words that I would choose.
Temporarily.
Delayed it? Maybe?
Delayed. Delayed
Oh,
it. That's good.
Delayed.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that.
Still, the pressing issue of I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we all are. Aren't we?
Well, yeah, that's great. Some sooner than others. Clearly.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a real roll of the dice, if you will.
It is. It
Right on.
is. You know, they should make a game.
They should.
Yeah.
They should, right?
Yeah, they played that right at Mogwai Plaza, honestly. As Eric's like, yeah.
Aerith's nose is bleeding.
Yeah, it's like we'll say that Morn and Demi, the two of you, if you make your way back carefully, you can find your way to where you need to be. That makes sense.
Absolutely not. I don't know where Morin's going, but Demi is not joining up with the others.
For sure, good.
I was planning to go to those trees and like stomping really hard on the ground.
But nothing happened, as they say in Pokemon.
All right, then I'm sleeping in the trees tonight.
All right. I guess the group here at the Great Market kind of explain everything that the other two were doing to you, Giles. But what are you guys doing? It's been a little bit, but anything
Actually,
what's up?
Does Giles know that Autumn knows about the God, the fucking name
What,
again?
Hellscream? I think
Hellscream.
you've had a
Fulgari.
conversation about it, but you don't know about Fulgari. But I think you know a little bit about He's like,
I think I gave the group her name, and I
Yes,
think I
you did.
explained that like I talked to her after the
yeah, but you didn't
The-
say
the
who she was
initial-
affiliated.
yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
you can
I have a
explain that to
note
him.
in there that I definitely did not.
I figured. Anna's a little sneaky. He's a little
Yeah,
sneaky.
a
Yeah,
little
He's a little sneaky, eh?
Found in line, a little sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
I will amend what I said. I'm just gonna spend an hour in the
For sure.
park.
Yeah, that's about what I do. Is I slowly wind through this block between Barkentine and Grand and make my way to the festival grounds and then spend an
Yeah.
I am cutting out. What the
You
fuck?
are cutting
Yes,
out.
you are.
Stop it.
I don't understand.
Stop it.
I don't get it. Stop. Yeah, no,
Spend
I
an hour in the festival grounds.
spend an hour in the festival grounds.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, festival grounds, eh? Is it time?
Eh,
I get to pull out. No, just kidding. Go ahead.
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm just there.
Oh. When your DM wants to have a little fun. Like, oh,
No, I
Fuck you.
fully spent 30 minutes getting from here on Grand Street to here on Barkentine.
for sure. Sure, yeah. Then you guys haven't had that conversation yet. On and Giles, if you bring that up, sure, go ahead.
Yeah. I'll at an opportune time, I guess, when I don't know if the group at the Great Market has gone to get like a snack or something.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you guys. The intention was that you were going to wait for the two of them to come back. It wasn't
Yeah.
going to be like a. At least as it was explained, it wasn't going to be dangerous. So
Correct.
Yeah.
Nothing goes according to plan.
Nothing ever does.
Truly.
Nope. Never. It would be weird if it did.
Yeah, I'd be suspicious.
For anything to go according to plan, we need to have a plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Like real.
Anyway, Giles sort of tells to the party, it's like, oh, weird thing happened to me at the docks, the dry docks today. You guys know about the hell scream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you see Aerith like the pirates.
What about him?
Yeah, the pirates. Well, had a little bit of a encounter with one of them while I was working on the ship. Funny enough.
What kind of encounter?
Well, to put it brief, this sort of, halfling sort of comes up to the ship and he's like, "Whoa, nice ship. Is this yours?" I'm just like, "Yeah," and like sort of is like weirdly hanging around, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just checking out the ships here at the dry docks and stuff." I'm just like, "Cool," like I'm sort of minding my own business, right? And then I look over to Willow, and Willow's shitting his pants, hypothetically.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a robot. I don't think they shit, unfortunately.
Willow's the
ro-
floating fire one.
It was a robot.
No.
No, it's the
that's,
dog.
The dog.
That's the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't keep up.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, this is too much.
Giles having two minions.
Would you
Oh
Have
god.
a name for your dog?
What was it? It was oh god damn it.
Kettle.
Kettle, yes. Kettle.
I remember
That's
now.
so
Kettle.
cute. Kettle.
You can always rely on the kettle.
Yeah. but-
Anyway. So yeah,
So
I'm like,
good.
so like Willow's like shitting his pants, right? And so I tell the
It's a
dude.
ball of light. It doesn't wear pants.
Actually.
Anyway. The guy was calling him like penis. He said, I don't know. It doesn't matter. The point
I
is that,
was calling Willow penis.
no. He like introduced himself as like
He introduced himself as penis.
I think it was penis. Yeah. I mean, at this point, he is a penis. But
Right.
anyway, I go away, to like sort of like the miscellaneous scrap area of the docks, right? Sort of like start checking with Willow what's like happening. And then while I'm doing this dude comes around the corner, right? And is like, "Oh, I knew this little Fae would be trouble," or something or other. I don't know. He's trying to have like his villain arc moment, right?
Weird.
And yeah, really weird. Funny enough, the dude's a changeling, right? And like also like he's like showing off like his like Hellscream tattoo and shit, right? So I tell this dude to fuck off and like just pretend that we've never met, right? Because I'm not trying to get into a fucking tussle with some dude, right?
Right. Especially Hellscream.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like I've had like
Especially
briefings.
Hellscream.
Huh?
Well, they're just like they're put it briefly.
Why
They're
especially Hellscream?
Me?
well, they're dicks.
Of course they're dicks.
Whoa.
They're pirates. All pirates are dicks.
Yeah.
We know this. But you said especially Hellscream. What's that about?
Oh, they're brutal. I mean, they're relentless. That's why they're so successful in Wildspace as a whole. You know, I mean, anywhere you go, everybody knows Hellscream.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. I mean, nobody knows like the Red Mask Guild.
Yeah.
It's
Anywhere
different.
else except for Brawl. You know.
I mean, like I've encountered them at least less than half a dozen times, like while I was on the third chapter. But it's like, yeah, like we just didn't want to bother with them because it's like they're just too much of a hassle to deal with. But the point is, though, right? So like again, like this dude fucked off. I end up going to, you know, sort of just tell everyone there, you know, it's like just, hey, like what the fuck is this about? Have you guys like sort of encountered this guy named Isid, whatever, you know, the person's name? And they're just like, no. And I'm saying like, yeah, that's Hellscream. And they're like, what the fuck? Of course, all paraphrased, you know, but yeah, the takeaway from this entire story and debacle is that it's like the Hellscream here. Hello, why? You know, like I find that a bit sus.
I think they were working with the Red Mask, or they're trying to, and then the Eclipse guy got involved.
The Fulgari woman you were talking about. She was trying to.
Oh God, don't tell me. Are they actually working with the Red Masks?
It seemed like whatever we did, the debacle that we started, a sour taste on that for the moment at least.
But
Bro,
they're like, Hellscream is notoriously civil on Brawl. You know, like they have the code. You know,
that's a Brawl thing though.
Yeah.
Well, this dude wasn't gonna be civil because of Willow, you know.
Yeah, that's what's crazy to me about that interaction.
Why Willow though?
Well, the dude said it's like, oh, if a Fae wasn't here, then we wouldn't have this sort of thing happening. I'm just like,
what sort of thing?
What
like
thing?
you know, him going from halfling to changeling, you know, and showing his true colors.
That wasn't his doing.
I mean,
he didn't do that on purpose.
I mean, maybe he did it on purpose. Like
from what, just to clarify, from what it seems like, he was just curious about your ship. But you know, Giles wouldn't have known that was a changeling, except Willow's awareness of other Faes, right? So him changing, like, it's like, oh, the cat's out of the bag, why pretend anymore? And it wasn't threatening per se, unless like, you showed any aggression. But he was definitely menacing, and Willow was scared.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I have had just about enough of random factions getting all of our information, no fault,
Dude, honestly,
Really
like
smug about it.
I feel like
Okay, you happen to the information. Good luck. Fucking
yeah,
great. You're such a good detective.
yeah, really. I mean, like being in the middle of this weird ass like faction war type thing, whatever the fuck,
It's
know.
not even leverage. We're not doing anything.
Yeah, we're just trying to do our own fucking thing, get off this damn rock, you know? Like, Christ.
We didn't even ask about Spelljammer helms.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's the funny thing, right? You know, this dude trying to intimidate me is like, you know, like that ship needs a jamming helm, you know.
How does he know? What does it look like?
Actually, what the I'm gonna roll a history check. Well, actually, no, I don't need to roll a history check. What does a fucking spell jamming helm look like? I keep thinking it's like this big wooden box thing. That's like
There-
above table. JC dropped some crazy shit last week.
Don't
Yeah, so
worry
it's
about
done.
it.
During a
Oh.
one shot, we apparently delivered a sapphire knife, which was spelljamming helm.
Oh my
And if
god.
that's the case, then I could take a really out emerald. But
Yeah,
I'm not
you-
going to.
You
A
don't have
really
Another
out of
Donovan.
emerald? A really out of emerald, Arthur?
we do a little cutting out.
You have departed, unfortunately.
I don't know what the fucking problem is.
You're gonna have to go to push to talk. That's what I'm gonna have to
It's
tell you
not,
to do.
it's not gonna help though. Is the thing.
No, I don't
If
feel like it is.
It's
Man.
not.
Pain.
Fucking
you-
hey. No,
Can you-
what?
Like cable or something. I don't know.
My mic cable's fine. It's
I
not my
don't
mic
know.
cable.
I don't know.
Well,
Always is the last sort of thing
what
you'd
I'll
expect.
say is,
Turn crisp off.
as
I
a
don't
as a
know.
There
friendly
you go.
DM,
Apparently, we during a one shot delivered a spelljamming helm to Chef Cordon Bleu, which was a sapphire knife. And if that's the case, then a spelljamming helm can be as small as pocket sized. And I could take a really out of meta swing and go back to the librarium and take the emerald knife, which I suspect is a spelljamming helm. But that's some insane like meta knowledge shit that I'm
That is
not going
meta
to do.
knowledge. Yeah.
But point being, I suppose this guy has no way of telling from the outside whether or not your ship has a spelljamming helm.
Hmm. Josh, do you want to back up that lore check?
well, he did look in the porthole that is missing an eye, and there was no spell. That's what spelljamming helm is on a lost ship.
That's a reach.
Damn.
My man's reaching.
But maybe I am.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Well, yeah.
Interesting.
So what I'm thinking about now is like, where's the Hellscream ship? Did they just drop people off?
Yeah, it's usually like a big, to do when
Yeah.
their colors are in port.
I mean, maybe they, I don't know, have a deal with someone, some company or something, and they like ride in on just a shipment spelljammer or something like that.
That could be the
Yeah,
case.
this
It's
guy-
low key, but
That definitely could be the case.
I don't know.
You saying usually it's more of a thing when there's Hellscream in the docks?
Oh, you see Aerith like, it's been some time, obviously, since I've been on Brawl, but when we were younger, I mean, when they came through, it was things in Low City, even in Mill City, seemed a lot more tense, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Um,
The docks
Generally-
should clear out when they come to port too.
generally, I let's just say I've interacted with my fair share of pirates, and I don't know if I don't know how like what you're doing on them, but not to like throw you under the bus, but like just like be careful,
Yeah, no.
I saw you talking to that woman, but just be careful. I think Giles, this is the first time you hear of that, like Autumn, specifically talking again. Like, yeah, like I won't police, you or whatever. Like, we're all friends here, but just be careful. I mean, we already have Thea in a little bit of trouble, and I think at this time that hour or so has passed, Morn, if you're trying to find the rest of the group.
Sure.
I don't think it's too hard. You head into the Great Market and see that you guys have found a spot somewhere within the Great Market. You see
Hand Demir their jacket back.
I put it on. Where did you hide? It's been like 2 hours.
3.
you
Tree?
hid in a tree.
Yep.
You need to watch.
You see Aerith kind of like,
Yeah, no, so it didn't go well.
Oh yeah, did you two see him in there? I forgot about that.
I
for a
mean,
second.
it went well in terms of we got everything we needed.
Sort of. I mean, he gave us a name, but I don't even think that he actually sold the item, so...
I think he did.
Yeah, but he told us he sold it before he got it.
I think the timeline stuff is all whatever, but I think it's not here. Or at least not there with him.
Sure.
Timeline stuff I don't know anymore, but
Wait, so you guys did get the Scarlet Shroud or no?
we got information.
Okay.
Call me Nicolas Cage. I got another clue.
At what point did we
Who's
get
Nicolas Cage?
It's a
famous
one guy,
explorer.
pirate?
My eyes go blank as I've seen into the another world, and I know that I do not exist.
Famous
My head explodes
explorer.
and I die.
Snap in front of you. Hey, hey,
Huh?
hey.
Huh?
When did he ring the bell?
When did he ring it?
When did he ring the bell? It was after you introduced yourself, and after we said that we got recommended by...
It was right
Mockery.
before I shook his hand.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what made us.
Fact that Dragonborn couldn't have known that he had it, probably. Is what it seemed like, at least.
Hmm.
But I don't know.
So you trust him, this Win Varang? Has it?
Yeah. At least I hope so. But
Well, I mean, it's a start, right?
to start, I'll have to probably report back to Dallery from here, because the only other option is to stop random people and be like, yo, you know a guy named Win?
I'll do you one better. Are there children in the Great Market?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are.
I will go and accost a child.
Sure.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine. What do you want? As you see
It's alright.
a...
My mom always told me not to talk to strangers, so I'm gonna tell you my name. My name's Castelluccia Widow. No, we're not strangers.
It's a funny name.
It
But,
sure is. What's yours?
And you see the kid look at you kind of up and down, and the eyes narrow, like Nagi.
Nagi? I like it. Gotta be a little faster though. And I put silver in the kid's hand.
Yeah,
I got another one of those, but I got a question. And I want to ask as many people as possible, okay? I'm looking for a person. Win Veray. I just need to know if they're in town, if you can, where they're at.
who's asking?
Nobody's
'Cause-
asking.
You see the kid. How far away did you go?
Where's this child?
They are right next to one of the carts. Kind of not. I'm saying, how far away from your party are you? Is
However far this kid is.
I mean, he's probably like 5 feet away from the party. He does not.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we'll say 15.
Fully just turn around and hand a kid a
Yeah.
coin.
We'll say like 15 or so. That day.
Yeah,
That doesn't make any
I
sense.
walk 15 feet away.
Yeah. It's kind of. You see the kid eye you carefully. Is Thea wearing her usual attire?
Yeah. I know.
Hmm.
I think I don't feel like she would be because she's trying to like.
Blend in a little bit.
Yeah. So no, she wouldn't be.
Okay. Fair enough.
I say to the kid, it's okay. It's not jugglers. It's not red masks. Nobody in particular is asking. I just want to know if this person's on Brawl, and if you can, where they're staying. All right?
I can look.
Anybody, any one of your friends gives me a name, gives me a street, I got another silver.
Well, here's the deal.
Speaking
I'll
of
look.
deal,
But only for a gold. And we only do work for the folk around here. But I am a business person, so
Nagi, person of business. All right. You know what? Here's 4 more silver. There's half a gold. All right? I'll give you the rest of the gold if you can get me anything.
Win Veray, right?
Win Veray.
You see
That's a
Nagi
gold
grab.
for anyone that gets me a street.
You see Nagi grab the money, count it real quick, and then run off into the great market.
I walk back over to the party.
I don't know if that kid's coming back.
It doesn't
Ooh.
matter. It was 5 silver.
Alright, fair enough.
Don't know if they'll find anything, but
I look straight at Thea though. Little Nagi over there only works for the jugglers.
I think you know that the network is vast. And especially in the great market, is very close to the juggler's territory. Honestly, mostly is the juggler's territory.
Is they a kill?
Is Jazz awake?
Oh, sorry, what?
Great. Phenomenal.
Uh,
How much of the last 5 minutes do you need?
Oh, you're not gonna like my answer.
All of it.
sick.
Demi went over to a child who is happily
Oh,
50,
no, I had the child part.
right.
Child part.
Came back. Onum was like, I don't know if that's gonna work. Demi was like, sure, but it's only 5 silver. And then turned to you and was like, Nagi over there says they only work for the Juggler's Folk.
Nagi
Right.
was the kid.
Right. Got you.
And it doesn't, and that doesn't seem out for you. You know, this is, you know, the juggler's territory. You know that the network moves how it wants to, and if sometimes these people drop their guard around these urchins.
Would I not have a badge or something that I can just show the kid?
You very well could have kind of not like a badge per se, but you do have your mask and stuff. Like there's definitely a way that you could have possibly did something, but the child's already gone.
Did you want to put rank on the 8-year-old?
Well, he said that he only wanted to talk to jugglers for the whole.
No, that's not what I meant.
He's a man of business.
Respect to the kid, man of business, but less
Well, you-
respect for your place of occupation. For
Wait,
working
how
with
could-
an 8-year-old.
Sorry, how has an 8-year-old succumbed to capitalism here?
Yeah.
It
That's
happens.
actually what I was trying to say.
It happens.
Rising ground.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but at 8 years old, I mean, like, I was fucking, like, playing with toys and shit, man.
Oh, you weren't.
You were building.
Like, you were making shit.
Yeah, I think Eric's like, yeah, I think you were. I
Well,
think, guys, you were making stuff.
What's this guy talking about?
Yeah,
Well,
I
okay,
think-
okay,
Man
alright,
industry from 3 months out the womb.
I mean, alright, I was making some stuff. I was playing with it, though. You know, it's like I
Okay,
didn't sell it.
Show
you know?
of hands, who was banned from at least 4 buildings by the time they were at 8?
What?
Just
Why?
me.
Demi,
Fucking
what?
alright.
Do you count spaceports?
How would you be banned from the spaceport?
I'm just asking a
As
simple
a
question.
child?
I'm just asking a simple question.
It's not really
What?
buildings, but I'll allow it.
I raise my hand.
Who raised you two?
Yeah, Kyle's just with his hand
Single
both at
one.
his side.
Yeah, even Eric looks over like, that checks out.
Someone trying their very best
Well, yeah.
on them.
yeah, Autumn, you don't know about that.
Yeah, I guess.
I think we all know about that. Honestly, we all know about that.
Yeah.
Save Thea.
I honestly, I don't know. I think it's
We've
gonna.
already talked
Good
about
for that
it.
kid for
Giles,
working.
you weren't really there for it, but Brawl is a crazy place for kids to grow up.
Yes.
Just absolutely insane to raise a child here. It's less than a mile across, and there's like 30 people who could single-handedly destroy this place.
Think about that sometimes. I
Yeah,
got dropped here. I got dropped off here as a newborn. I'm like, what? Why? What?
Of all the
What are you
places,
thinking? Yeah. What's the thought process there? How's that
Well-
supposed to work out?
Maybe because there's an entire neighborhood of clerics, but yeah, still weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess they got the location right, but
Yeah.
still, it's like, jeez. It's a crazy
I
spot.
know that my mama did not intend to raise a child here by herself. This was like a point on a
good place to disappear.
Mm.
someone did.
Yeah, I mean,
What are we doing? I'm
Yeah,
still hungry. We didn't eat anything when we went back to the hotel.
pizza place, right? Pizza place. We're going there.
Oh,
Yes.
I had
Eric-
some,
Eric
had
has
some like
like-
berries in the forest.
You had some berries. Were they like okay to eat? We're getting food.
Don't know.
We're getting real food. I'm
know.
paying. As Aerith kind of walks over to Midway Pizza. haven't had this in a while, and I've been thinking about it. So we're heading there. And as you all kind of cut to that scene where you guys head to Midway Pizza, Midway Pizza,
Pizza.
and see that the pizza oven that has a fire elemental in it. You see the space clown Guinea, hasn't aged a day, giving you out these like really awesome and honestly great pizza. Honestly, giving you that memory of being in Middle City High again. We kind of cut from here back to the auction house.
Hate that.
As you hear the heavy thud of armored boots entering the office of Addis. Addis kind of like wringing his neck a little bit, like coughing. You hear the voice as the hood comes off the armored man. And it's like, where were... And now you show up? I'm going to tell Mr. Veray. I needed you here to protect me from the people who grabbed me. They were looking into him. And looking into the shroud, too. And, like, you see the armored man blank. You can't even see his face. You just see his eyes. They kind of glow. That kind of almost blush like a span of stars. Like, that's not my concern. You told them? These people who accosted you about Mr. Veray. You're lucky. He still needs you. You see the man kind of like straighten up a little bit in the presence of him. It's like, well, Mr. Mr. Arliss, was it? You do well to be here when so none of these situations happen again. I will inform Mr. Veray that there's people looking for items within his and you see the man hold up. He's like, I will tell him. Who? What do they look like? The ones who attacked you. And it's like we move out of the window. You can see the two of them talking. As the armored man steps out from the auction house, hiding in one of the trees, watching him through kind of the foliage, Jezebel is eyeing him. And you see, holding kind of in her hand, the dagger's eyes open, looking toward him. That's where we're going to end it.
Damn.
Me furiously writing notes so I can't react to the ending of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
There were only 3 important parts.
But yeah, that's all I got. You guys, you did well. Good stuff.
We delayed combat.
It's fine. You guys have other things to follow.
I would, at all costs, because we were gonna fucking die if that turned into combat.
Yep, because it's just 2 of you.
Just us two versus like 10.
Yep.
The guards we would have been able to take, but they weren't just guards.
Nope. But we'll find out more as you guys have a lead. Actually, a solid lead, honestly. You know his name.
The Child Network.
The Child Network.
How dare you
Urchins.
employ children as I employ children?
Get the urchins. But yeah, that's all we got for this week. We'll see you guys next one. We'll see you guys in the next one. Be safe. Bye bye.
I want to see your fucking face.
I can't.